Let's pray to Lord Brahma, Lord Vishnu, Lord Mahesh, Mahasaraswati, Mahalakshmi, Mahakali, Sri Datta Guru and all the gurus of this and previous lifetimes, the Sapta Rishis and all the other Rishis and ancient writers, to Harihara, and let's thank each and everybody present here. Thank you. Okay, how many of you have learned Prashna and whether you have learned North Indian, South Indian, kaisa, kya? You all can unmute yourself now. Okay. So the first question we should ask is, what is the need of Prashna if you have the natal chart? Anybody? Can we have an interactive session? What is the use of Prashna? You all can't hear. No, everybody is, they can unmute themselves. 1 second, sorry, yes. I was the culprit.
I have given access, sir. They can unmute themselves, sir.
Sir, I am Subramaniam from Shumaga.
Please,
Can't
sir,
see.
one by one, they raise their hand, then we can put their names, those so they can start it.
Yeah, there is an option called raising hands at the bottom right, more section. You all can say it. Srina just says some incidents can't find my natal like thief. Okay, now that's not entirely true. Muthiya Chidambaram, nice to see you. To answer a burning question. Okay.
Sir, I am Subramaniam from Shumaga.
Yes, I can't see you, Subramaniam ji.
Sir, my video is on.
Yeah, now. Yeah, only half your face is seen. Nice to see you. Oh, nice to see you.
Sir, as per my limited understanding, I may not be fully right. Actually, there are 3 types of karma: Sanchita karma, Prarabdha karma, and Kriyaman karma. Prarabdha karma is the portion of that karma that supported for either enduring or enjoying in this birth. So, sometimes what happens, we cannot know the Kriyaman karma. Prashna is especially used to know the Kriyaman karma, the effects of the karma. The karmas that are carried out in this birth and they are either endured or enjoyed in this birth only. That Kriyaman karma is known from the Prashna chart, horary chart.
आज सुनो, आवाज कम करो, इसलिए कि मीटिंग चल रहा है, उसमें यहाँ से आवाज जाता है, बोल रहा है, ठीक है?
So
निकल गया उसका.
hello. Hello.
Yeah, Dr. Narendra, can we request you to, unless somebody is speaking, please don't unmute yourself. My request. It disturbs the whole audience. Please mute yourself, everybody, except the one who's speaking, Mr. Subramanian.
Sir, so Sunil sir, as per my limited understanding, Prashna is especially used to know the effects of Kriyaman karma. Kriyaman karma is one of the very important parts of the karma, Sanchita karma, Prarabdha karma, and Kriyaman karma, that affects our life events. For example, the 2 persons, they join together and loot a bank. One of them gets caught and he undergoes imprisonment for 10 years in jail, and his friend escapes. One who undergoes that imprisonment or the jail term, he exhausts his karma in this birth itself. But one who escapes is definitely going to endure in the subsequent lives, in his future births. So that portion of that is known only from the Prashna chart. So Prashna chart is very, very important to know the Kriyaman karma. That is my understanding.
Excellent. Excellent.
Thank you.
Now people can see the shloka. Can you all see the screen, everybody? So you all can see the shloka. Prashna mark, shloka 41 clearly explains this. And this demolishes a very ancient saying that has been just handed down in India, that whatever is in your destiny, nobody can take. Okay. It's not true at all. Okay. Because you are actually seeing a chart of a person born in 1960. You're seeing now from that time till now, he has done some karma. What is that effect of that karma? Are you all understanding? So, the job of an astrologer, okay, there are some shlokas given in the very first chapter of Prashna Marg. Prashna Marg is one of the finest books ever written. Everybody knows B.V. Raman Saab in English. He has translated it. Jain Basin also did it. Okay. So, this was written somewhere in Kerala. Ekakad was the village. And the author's name is in question. You know, a lot of people have, some people say Harihara, some people say something, some people have come to conclusion, etc. But the author does not give his name. He takes the name of his guru, the village, etc. Okay. What is important to understand and which our normal astrology does not do is what this shloka tells you, what mistake we have been doing for the last thousands of years. Okay. We are acting like doctors. Okay. Somebody has come to you in 2023, but you are seeing his blood test report of 1970. And you're prescribing remedies or you're predicting events. You're giving medicines. Do people agree? Some of you can unmute yourself that this is a mistake that we have been doing. If you understand that shloka, I do understand that I put it on for only few seconds. Okay. Suppose somebody comes to you with a second house very bad second house in his natal horoscope. And in the Prashna, if the second house is not that afflicted, then your remedies, your predictions will change because that person in this life has done better karma in improving his second house of wealth, second house of family life, second house of speech. The first mistake that we have been committing, apart from what I just said, is in understanding karma. If you read Ved clearly, says karma is generated through three ways. One is action. That is what we know. Some of us know through speech. In fact, most of our karma is generated through speech nowadays. The third is thought. This we completely ignore, although it is written in our books. I hope the learned like Subramanyam ji and many others have read these three parts. Yes or no? Have you heard at least? Why I'm saying is your job as an astrologer is not to make predictions only. Okay. Your job as an astrologer is to guide the karma so that what karma he was born, he reduces his debts, his rin, what we call rin. And when he's exiting this world, he is with a better bank balance of karma. I like interactive sessions. The only problem, if I allow everybody to unmute themselves, is everybody speaks at the same time, But sometimes my computer hangs up and all that. Okay. So we have unfortunately made it a predictive science where we see anybody's chart who's influential or who throws money at us and we dance to their tunes. We are not concerned if the client or the person sitting opposite us is going to go on a spiritual path or improve his karma. The Prashna, mostly when you cast a Prashna, okay, the first thing you got to note down is what is the lagna? The lagna tells you all. Nitesh, allow people to unmute themselves, or at least 3-4 people whom I can Shubhankar ko unmute kar dijiye. At least somebody says yes, he's understanding, so that I come to know how much time to spend on a shloka, because this session can be very big. Okay.
I'm doing.
Oh, thank you. Good to see some old faces. Joseph, Kaushik ji. How to, very good question Ravi ji has asked. How to see, let me understand, see the question, it just flashed. How to know lagna while raising questions? Okay. Let me share the chart. I hope North Indian format is okay with everybody. I can see only few South Indians over here. So this is your Jagannath Hora. Now, when a person comes, you click on the left side here, top left, new. So you click that and you'll see the time February 11th, 12:28. Okay. So this lagna here is Taurus. Ravi ji, do you understand now? Say yes or no. Just is Taurus. That is, this is the lagna. So now, yeah, 2 people have raised hands. Yes, you can speak.
Hello, namaste sir.
Namaste, Ravi.
Hello, sir. My grandfather is also astrologer. Now he is no more. He used to tell Prashna like 12 seeds. We have to pick some of them from that. They will. If I take 5 of them, they used to count from sun where it is posted. From that, taking ascendant, lagna,
Yes.
like that they are doing.
Right.
Can you explain this kind of
That is a
Prashna?
very advanced. Okay. That is a very advanced question, and we need to understand a course progresses from A, B, C, D. Okay. So that is very advanced. Okay. Choosing the Aruda, Okay, Jamakol system is there, etc., and all that is there, where you choose, okay, you choose which one, okay. The easiest method is what I'm explaining to you right now. So what is the time right now? This is the time. What is the lagna rising? Taurus is the lagna rising. Are you all understanding? Now check what is the ascendant of the native, original ascendant, birth ascendant. Suppose the birth ascendant is this, Capricorn. Okay? Please keep yourselves on mute only when you want to speak. Okay. Suppose the birth ascendant is Capricorn. So how many houses, signs away is our current ascendant? 5. So the probable questions, the starting point is Taurus. So when the lagna is Taurus, his probable questions could be about family, money, prestige, etc. Ye clue hai. This is a clue. You have to take it as a clue, not come to a conclusion. In astrology, okay, when we see a horoscope, we see 1,000 factors. If you read BPHS, you'll realize we are seeing 1,000 factors. And then coming to a conclusion. Unfortunately, we have to open our mouth in 30 seconds, 1 minute. And that is the reason we adopt shortcut methods. Because that is the need of the hour. The client is impatient. He's already traveled 1 hour to reach you. He had a pressing question since 10 days. He could not take out time. Now he's finally reached you. He doesn't want to see all drama, etc. and all that. So the first thing is Taurus is the ascendant. Okay, where its lord is sitting, etc. Common sense astrology we use. The next is from the birth ascendant, where is the rising ascendant of the Prashna. It is 5 signs away. That means his questions could be about children. If he's young, it could be about love, or it could be about education, or it could be about his reputation. Whatever is the 5th house matters. Is everybody understanding how simple this is?
Sir, could you please repeat this point once?
Which one? Who's speaking?
Sir, when you said that the Prashna Lagna is how many houses away from the natal chart's Lagna?
Suppose your natal chart is Capricorn, Lagna.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So how many houses it is away, Taurus?
So 9 houses.
Yes, in 9.
Five houses.
So from
You-
okay, sir. Sorry, I
You can
failed
take
to
it both ways. You can take it both ways. It's up to you.
okay, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
But most people, what they see, if you're Gemini ascendant and the rising Lagna is say Scorpio, which means 6th house. So it is regarding some dispute.
Okay.
See, the beauty about a Prashna is like acting. Okay. If you give one role from say Diwar movie, okay, Vijay's role if you give, okay, 10 actors will execute that same death scene or that same temple scene differently. Even when you go in Prashna, you have the Tajik Prashna, which is north, then you have Kerala Prashna, south Prashna. Okay.
Yes, sir.
In Kerala also you go, okay, you'll get so many rules. You will see it today. Okay. What is Chhatra Lagna, Chhatra Rashi? Okay. Vita Rashi se calculate hota hai. Have you all heard of Chhatra Lagna, Chhatra Rashi?
No, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
these are very advanced, these things. Okay. Okay. Some people use it to find out what's in the mind of the querent, what is hiding, what is not telling the truth, or what is keeping quiet about. Some people use it, okay. I've been speaking to several of them. Some traditions in Kerala, they use it to predict the future. We'll come to that. We'll come to that. Those are advanced questions right now. Okay. It will confuse you a little bit. Okay. Let us understand this is a class. So we have to go step by step. If you ask me how E is equal to MC squared derived, okay. If I answer that, 30 people here will run away. Because I have to teach you ABC. I'm assuming that. I'm assuming that people are this thing. At the same time, I'm assuming that many of you attended the first lecture that happened a month or 1.5 months back. So immediately I started with practical techniques. In between, I'll keep on giving theory, which is very, very important. Very, very important. So please understand my difficulty. I cannot make you spend 4 hours here. Yes, instead of the 4 sessions that I have planned, I am trying to reduce it to 1 or 2 only, the free sessions. But at the same time, I don't want to scare the young ones. कि कुछ समझ में नहीं आया, बहुत advanced था. That it was a bit advanced. So in your excitement, please, my request, humble request, don't ask very advanced questions. So now you have found out the current lagna. You got a clue that since the current lagna is, say, example, Scorpio, and the native is Gemini ascendant, so it could be regarding 6th house matters. Are you getting it, everyone? Step 2, write this down. People miss this step. Where is the Lord of Scorpio going and sitting? Okay. In this also you will find many variations. Because when we want to, we will not go deeper into it right now. But on the outskirts, when we want to find out how a particular house is behaving, what do we see? Okay. We see any planet in that house. Second step, any aspects to it. Third step, where the Lord is sitting. Correct? Yes or no? Same
Yes,
you have to follow.
Yes, sir.
Same you have to follow. Okay. Now, I want to go to a theory part. Okay. Achha, somebody said show Jagannath. So where this is Taurus Lagna.
सर
हाँ जी पूछिए.
सर जय जय श्री राधे. सर मैं एक चीज पूछना चाह रहा था, क्या जितने भी टूल्स होते हैं वो हम प्रश्न कुंडली में इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं? फॉर एग्जाम्पल कि हमें दग्ध राशियां देख लेनी चाहिए.
Excellent. Excellent. And this I have mentioned in my videos. But Dipesh Tiwari ji, so nice to see you finally.
जी धन्यवाद सर.
मैंने exactly 1 minute पहले बोला.
जी
Exactly 1 minute before I said, please don't ask E is equal to MC squared.
जी जी जी.
When I was very young, I still remember his name, Subhash Nair, South Indian, Malayali fellow. Okay. He used to stay near my house and very good friend. Okay. We used to have competition in the school. Okay. He used to stand first and I used to stand third. And the reason I used to stand third was he used to confuse the whole class. Okay. He was exactly like 3 idiots. Okay. What was the 3 idiots that other
Chatur.
Chatur. Okay. He used to see to it that the day before the exam, he will confuse us. He used to pass, Chatur used to pass magazines under the table, under this thing, for us to get distracted. Okay. He used to confuse us so much that only he stood first, and he isn't sitting in US, and I'm unfortunately sitting in a small gaon called Davli. The name of the village where I stay is called Davli. मैं हाथ जोड़ता हूं सीरियसली मैं देखिए मैं इतने साल से सिखा रहा हूं आई एम टीचिंग फ्रॉम सो मेनी इयर्स डोंट यू थिंक सो आई गेट ऑल काइंड्स ऑफ क्वेश्चंस ऑल काइंड्स ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स फ्रॉम प्योरेस्ट souls to super intelligent souls or those people who have seen Agnipat too much. And I remember Danny Denzonpa saying, मुझे उन लोगों से डर लगता है जिनको तरक्की की भूख बहुत ज्यादा है. Sorry if you don't mind, I consider you as a friend. इसके लिए मैंने आपको थोड़ा सबके सामने बोल दिया.
अरे नहीं सर, मैं बस अपनी समस्या को समझना चाह रहा था.
Yes, if Dinesh is here, I do not know if Dinesh is here. He knows this is my favorite technique. Why? When you have spent time in astrology as much as I have, okay, people get addicted to Prashna. And that's the worst. When you're driving, you get phone calls and you have to construct a chart while you're driving.
Sir,
Because
एक doubt है.
You can't let go of that moment. Because for me, the exact second of the Prashna is important, and I'll reveal that today why. Not the minute, the second is important. So what my instant this thing is, okay, I don't even bother to see the lagna while driving. Just see the Dagda Rashi. And I hope everybody knows Dagda Rashi. Anybody here does not know Dagda Rashi, please raise your hands.
I do not know.
How many? Only 1% does not know.
Sir, I also don't know.
Only 4 people do not know, then you can Google and find out.
Okay, sir.
Sir, I have the honor of witnessing your teachings, sir.
Sorry?
You please explain.
Break हो रहा है आवाज. Sorry.
Sir, we have the honor of your teaching. So, if you can.
Okay. No, I do not. I mean, I'm very small guy. Honestly, people think a bit because my Aruda Lagna has some combinations. You know, when Aruda Lagna has combinations which are powerful, okay, it is like people think you're a millionaire, but you're actually in debt. Okay. So the image is too much of me. Okay. Write this down. When we made our software, next step, write this down. Instantly write this down. You don't know astrology much, you don't know Prashna much. See which house Dagda Rashi is. Okay. Like Jagannath Hora does not show Dagda Rashi, I presume. Okay. I use another software.
क्लाइंट जब आता है उसका टाइम लेना है या हम जब बनाते हैं उसका लेना है?
Excellent question. Excellent. I'll answer that. Okay. I've answered that in my previous webinars. Okay. Right now, the Dagda Rashi is 8th house and 11th house. Okay. That means the native or the people present in this webinar would be having 8th house issues or 11th house issues, or where their Lord is sitting. Understood? So somebody could be having chronic problems, stomach issues or lower stomach issues, uterus problems. I do
Yes,
not
sir.
want to please.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
True, sir.
True.
I can't see people who are saying this. Sorry if you have uterus problems, okay? Or 11th house problems, okay? What are 11th house problems? Income, okay? Siblings, father siblings, okay? See now
So
this,
legs.
legs will come lower legs. Okay?
Feet,
Sorry?
sir, back, feet.
See, this Jagannath Hora does not show. Can you all see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
In Parashara light, let us all communicate in English. Okay, there are foreigners here. Okay. See this red 9 number, you see red, then 12 number, 11th house, do you see red? The Rashi color, yes or no? Koi to hapo.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Please tell me, did somebody vomit some time back? Or having serious stomach issues? Or in a financial problem? Unseen expenses. Unseen. मुझे तो आज होने वाला है, मेरे को दिख रहा है. Okay. But please answer. Why? Let's mute yourself. हाँ जी, बोलिए. Somebody you had a question. Anyway.
Sir, can I speak?
हाँ जी.
Ji. Sir, namaskar. This is my first class with you. So basically, about the 11th house matters, yes, I was in fact contemplating half an hour ago about the not the losses or expenses, unseen expenses, but definitely about the income, because I recently kind of lost the job. So I was just contemplating on what to do next, and how do I build my earning next. So that was in my mind since morning. In fact, half an hour ago, we had a conversation about it with my friend. So,
Was somebody involved behind the scenes in losing your job?
yes, government. So the government was there. There's still the dispute going on in the court about it. But sir, I have, sorry to interrupt you. I actually, because I did not join the previous class, so I had basic question about about the karma. For example, karma part, you said that we can confirm from the Prashna that whether the native has improved on the karma. I am a beginner in the astrology course. I'm not an astrologer. So I wanted to ask, when do I know I have to make a Prashna? I mean, about myself or about somebody I know. How can I know that when I should make Prashna? Can I make Prashna on my own will without, him asking it just to confirm certain things?
Come to that. And what you have asked, everybody in Prashna will say no. Have broken traditions of astrologers. Background noise, come kar dijiye, please. People say, meaning of Prashna is question. Unless somebody asks a question, don't instruct Prashna. If some of you saw 1 month back, I had quoted a shloka of Vashishta Rishi on Facebook, taking screenshot from Prashna Marg. In Prashna Marg book, there is one shloka in the initial pages where Vashishta Rishi is quoted that even if a person does not ask Prashna, if the querent is genuine, किसी का रोड का आवाज आ रहा है, प्लीज म्यूट कर दीजिए. Querent is genuine. You can किसका background noise है जरा please mute कर दीजिए. Then you only when you're speaking unmute yourself. See, these are the basic ethics of a webinar you all should know. You know, it becomes difficult to manage a crowd. You know, it's like running tuition classes. So थोड़ा tough हो जाता है, especially when your health is not good. Okay. You all can unmute yourself when you want to speak. People have forgotten that sloka. Even in Kerala, I have seen people, no, he has not asked a question, I'm not going to answer. No. If the Vasishtha Rishi clearly says, person is genuine, your job is to guide. It's very simple. I have a question to ask you. Okay. Let's assume you're coming from a bridge. You saw the bridge collapse. You walk for 1 hour, half an hour, whatever. Opposite you, 4 people are coming, going towards that bridge. What will you do? That person looks very khadus, huh? Very, this thing, you know, उसको देख के ही डर लगता है कि भूत भूत आ गया करके. Okay, let's assume that. उसका face ही
yeah. I'll still guide. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. It is the bloody astrologer's egos. Sorry to use bloody word. आपका धर्म है. It is your dharma to help people. Simple. If your child is crossing the road, okay, another person sees a car coming and your child is looking the other way and crossing. He says, मेरे को तो help नहीं. That person didn't ask me for help. Won't you curse that man? And you're seeing it from a distance. And a child is ahead. बच्चे लोग हमेशा आगे चलते या पीछे चलते हैं, right? We know children. Okay. So our job is to help whether a person asks or not asks. I think we require a lot of theory before we come to techniques because a lot of you have questions in mind. Okay. Let me take you through my PPT first. Okay. And probably step by step. And then we'll throw questions open. Okay. Problem, what happens? So many questions come. By that time, everybody gets bored. I get tired. And technique kuch bahar nahi aata. Techniques do not come out. Okay. So my patience is limit yourself. What question? You know, if you attend a seminar, na, okay, what question you have in mind, na? After 10 minutes, na, the speaker will automatically talk about it, or after half an hour. You all must have attended and seen this happen, right? Am I right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
Everybody I'm very particular about cameras, you know, because in a previous life, I went and did a Nadi reading, okay? And it was a Prashna Nadi, okay? And I asked, you know, there are many people I want to learn, okay? They are in far off places. They are come and stay with me for a month, for 2 months, and I'll teach you so and so. Especially people from South, they're very particular, and people from North, Banaras side and all that. They don't say online Zoom and all that, so get lost, okay? And all of you know how much I have traveled in India, probably very few people, astrologers, have traveled, okay? So now, I said, why? Okay, why? They say, no, come and learn face to face. I said, Zoom, you know, phone call, okay. You know what the Prashna guy said, okay? In a previous life, na, okay, you are Mangal Daku. So I said, okay, I can be a thief also. All of us have been everything in life, from good, bad, ugly in previous lives. Okay. The problem was, he said, you were thieving, okay, people from your own village by wearing a mask, by not So then I realized, I thought about it for a long time. Okay. Why I hate people who can't come on camera. I hate, you want to learn something, have the guts to learn with the camera on, even if you are 80 years old in astrology. माँ के दूध में ताकत तो रहना चाहिए इतना है. A good friend and also a teacher called me and said, I want to do your course, but I know you insist on camera being on. Okay. So I said, yes. I said, our personal friendship, keep it aside, but this is my rule. If you feel ashamed or you feel you're going to get caught by your other teacher, then don't come and learn with Sunil John. As such, I don't claim to have all the knowledge in the world. I have some little knowledge and maybe more experience in meeting so many people. Let me also tell you, let's leave Prashna aside. The lagna that we take, now this will be a shock to you. The lagna that we take, okay. Suppose Devshish Chakravarti, what's your lagna?
Natal chart lagna, sir. Aries, Mesh lagna.
Aries, okay. You travel to Hyderabad, to an industrialist house. When you meet him in the living room on his wall, okay, 16 generations' name is written of people who were astrologers. Our Lahiri Ayanamsa, okay, finally, it is Lahiri Ayanamsa, but it is due to him or his family. And they are the people, only people who have all the 8 chapters of Gemini. Some of you who are old know there are 4 chapters, the rest 4 is lost. And everybody who's from Gemini Parampara don't have those 4 chapters. He has it. When I met him, he instantly showed it to me. The remaining 4 chapters. The person who took me, okay, used to go every month to him for the last 10 years. I fell at his feet and I bowed. You go to him, he says, you're Aries Lagna. No, sorry, you're Gemini Lagna. That is real astrology. He's not changing the Ayanamsha, ladies and gentlemen. Are you getting it? So knowledge is so hidden, so scarce. We form an opinion because everybody is saying something. And there is only one person, the great Madhuri Krishnamurti Shastriji, who was a very good friend of K.N. Rao, and he wrote articles for us also. Okay, he knew this calculation. What's your real lagna? It's a hidden thing. It's such a hidden thing. Okay, we really don't know astrology. Okay, anyway, what was I talking about? The time of constructing the chart and the place of constructing a chart is many people have different opinions. Why? In earlier times, what used to happen? Earlier times, it was the client will come to you, the astrologer and the client at the same place, correct? So there was no dispute of opinion. No dispute of opinion. Now, client is somewhere, astrologer is somewhere, time zone is different, this is different, that is different. Okay. I have a question to ask you. Okay. Can I have 3 or 4 volunteers who can say yes to me, understanding? It is just 5 people, raise your hands, with whom I can realize on one topic, how much time to spend, how much to stress, and how fast I can complete the portion. Can I have 5
Yes,
volunteers?
sir. Sure, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Sure,
5.
sir.
Yeah, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 people. And who else?
Myself, Sandhya.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Sandhya Singh.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hi, sir.
Yes, sir.
पहले जो है ना नाम जीत सिंह, ओके, रूपल, पटवा, अंशिका, दीपेश नहीं, दीपेश खतरनाक आदमी है, बहुत खतरनाक आदमी।
सर अंजना,
हाँ?
अंजना श्रीवास्तव।
अंजना जी, यस, ओके।
Sandhya.
सर आनंद सर।
Sandhya.
खतरनाक आदमी।
बस हो गया, ये संध्या, ओके।
Yes.
सर डॉक्टर नरेंद्र।
नहीं बस नरेंद्र, आप ये कर दिया पहले फोन कॉल पे रह के, मैं थोड़ा टेंशन में आ गया था।
ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं सर।
मजाक कर रहा हूँ मैं, ओके।
नहीं कोई बात नहीं।
ऐसी मैं थोड़ा क्या है, मैं हमेशा मेरा क्या जेमिनी लग्न है, तो मर्क्यूरी मेरा एक्साल्टेड सन के साथ है, मैं मर्क्यूरी इज विद एक्साल्टेड सन, सो आई लाइक टू मेक फन, ओके।
सर मेरा भी जेमिनी है।
वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड. So you look Gemini also, because Gemini people, many times they have either they have slightly round face and bald either say, or they have this part, okay, this part a bit outwards, okay, like
Gemini.
Okay, now what are they talking? The thing is, let's assume you make your client and you're making call to two people, okay. I'm client, I'm making call to Ravi and to Dipesh, and I'm telling, oh boss, I have a problem in my job. Ravi says, yeah, I'm watching TV of, yeah, I'm watching movie, okay, of Katrina Kaif, okay. Okay, he likes Katrina more than me, okay. Dipesh says, I'm driving, okay. Ravi comes after 3 hours thinking of Katrina, okay, and he clicks and casts my Prashna, okay. Say at 3 o'clock he's done it. Dipesh, he was driving, in 1 hour he's home. He casts a Prashna 12:30. Correct? Both will have two different lagnas.
Yes, sir.
Correct? I am a client. I am worried my boss is about to fire me. Okay?
Yes, sir.
I want an answer. Okay. Dipesh is driving. Obviously, if he's driving, he can't, what do you call, put the life of others at risk. Okay.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, Ravi is busy thinking about Katrina. You know, क्या dance करती है, etc. Like, Sheila की जवानी, etc. So it's no problem. Both have two different lagnas. Logical question to me, okay, or to you.
Yeah.
There a possibility that both will come at two different conclusions?
Yes.
Both
Yes, sir. Yes.
of the same guru, same techniques they use. Yes,
Yes,
or
sir.
no?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. There will be difference.
See, these kind of questions we don't think. Has anybody given you this kind of example? No, probably. So, which is the correct one is my question to you.
Sir, which
The
Dipesh
first one.
has constructed the first one at 12:30, because that time only the question was being asked.
No,
And
no, no.
immediately, yes. Okay.
Right? 12 o'clock.
Sir, none of them are right, no, sir, because both were delayed, right?
Sorry?
Both were delayed, no, sir.
Destiny. That is my destiny.
Hmm.
I go to the medical shop, it is closed. It is open. It will open in half an hour. I need medicine urgently. I go to another medical shop. It is opening after 3 hours.
Okay.
Now, my honest answer to you is, I really don't know the answer. Only God can say. Why? And I will come to know after whose prediction comes out correct. Assuming that both have used the same technique. But now put yourself in the position of Ravi and Dipesh. Understood? Okay?
Yes, sir.
What Sanjay Rath says, what many other astrologers before him and after him, or what after him in the sense, after I met him, etc., and says, the time you as an astrologer construct the Prashna is the correct time. The place where the Daivagnya is. What is Daivagnya? The person appointed by God is the place of the Prashna. Let me tell you, and most of you know, people follow it the other time. What they follow, what time the call came, they note down the time, they note, and then they go home and construct. Are you understanding?
Yes, sir.
Now, I have found in practice that the time I construct the Prashna, many a times I get a call, I'm not feeling well. If I'm not feeling well, you're asking me to run, asking me to see a chart. That means to run. My leg is paining. Will run and get medicine for you. Then I can't do that properly, no?
Yeah.
I better at the time when I can do it. Are you understanding?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I might have answered it partially correct, but only God knows. But when you ask astrologers, they give an opinion as if they are a God. No. The time he called me, that is the Prashna. Okay. It's honestly speaking, I'm also dabbled. I've noted down the time when somebody has called me. I've noted down when I constructed the Prashna. I've tried to see the difference in the Prashna. Sometimes I can see a marked difference. Okay. Sometimes I can't see a difference. But I have not been able to come to a conclusion. And that is my honest submission to you. I'm not God. Please, I hope you appreciate my honesty.
Absolutely. Definitely, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Still, if you ask me, sir, what should I do then? So I will tell you, after 20 years, come to a conclusion. But as of now, follow when you are comfortable and doing it. It is like, okay, Mohini ji is my mother. And I say, Mom, I want to eat your biryani. That biryani that you made last month or last year. Okay. When will she make the best biryani for me? When she's in the best mood. Correct?
That's true.
Yes, sir.
As a son, I want to taste my mama's biryani. That biryani that she made last year for my birthday. So does it make sense?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Definitely.
Jyotish to Parv. Okay. Now, it could be out of two astrologers, Ravi and Dipesh, even though they are using the same techniques, one of them could make a mistake. Right? Everyone? So, ये background noise का मुझे बहुत तकलीफ होता है. Then don't volunteer if you have a lot of background noise in this thing.
Sir, we have to take the location of astrologer, right? Not the client.
Exactly. Because who is making the biryani? I answered a very important question to those astrologers who are saying the astrologer has to deliver if I'm in America, he has to deliver the biryani through courier. Okay? But he has to make it where he's sitting.
True. Okay.
Yes, sir.
I know
Very nice
if I
example, sir.
click any of my very good friends and seniors, they will be upset. And that's the reason many people hate me. They write crap about me in Facebook and all that. I have an exalted son, okay? थोड़ा बहुत सच बोल देता हूँ कभी कभार, or I give a piece of my mind at times, okay? Because I always believe something, okay? Each one is entitled to his opinion. And I say, I can be wrong. They can also be right, okay? Shall we proceed further?
Yes, sir.
Sir, I have one doubt. So if the client is asking for education, suppose, so the chart we construct, we see the D24 or we have to predict from only Rashi chart?
I don't like E is equal to MC squared. You remind me of Sunil Nair.
Okay.
Please, and put your cameras on, please, okay? I am so serious about this, you know, so serious. Either you let me drive your train or your car, okay? Or you become like one of my sister-in-laws, okay? I mean, my brother-in-law's wife, okay? Two of my relatives, in-laws, okay? One, my sister-in-law does not allow my brother-in-law to drive, okay? Then my brother-in-law's wife does not allow him to drive. Every 5 seconds, let's say, isko overtake this car, this, why are you allowing him and all that, okay? Have you seen those kind of people? I'm sorry to say they are women sometimes, you know, okay? They don't allow their husbands to drive. Yes or no? Have you seen that?
Yes, sir. Backseat driving.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It is a joke in my family constantly. If it go out, we decide we're going to take 3. It's a big family. Okay. We decide to take 3 cars. So everybody will sit. Okay. Or Chunnu Munnus also will sit. Okay. Then everyone has an opinion. Yeah, you allow me to drive. Once in a while, tell me, okay, Dada, you are driving too slow. Okay. Dada, you could wait. Okay. Once in a while is fine. I'm sorry, you might not like me, Gautam. Okay. But you know, I have said this for the benefit of you only.
True, true.
I will come to it. Now, I have a portion, I have 3 levels in Prashna. 4 months each. That means it's a 1-year course. It's a 1-year course. This is my first hour. My each lecture is 3.5 hours. You all can ask people. So you think 1 month, 4 lectures, 4 into 4, 16. Yeah, 12 hours. Okay. 12 hours into 52. If anybody is good in maths, how many hours would it be? Allow me to drive. Allow me to give you different opinions. I want to teach you such techniques today. Trust me, people who are 10, 20 years in Prashna do not know these techniques. In my office, an hour back, I told Girish had called me. Lagna Lord, if you remember, Lagna Lord in the Prashna was in the 8th house. Okay. That means somebody's health is very bad. I just vomited 10-15 minutes before the lecture. Vinayak knows it because I was speaking to him and I vomited. Okay. So I am giving this lecture with a lot of pain and I can't sit. I have inguinal hernia. Last 10 days I have not worked. I can't sit, I can't stand. With a lot of pain, I'm giving this lecture. So have mercy on me. Okay.
So sorry to interrupt you, sir, in between. But 15 days back, even I'm also diagnosed with blood cancer. It was your webinar that I could not resist. I'm also in no much pain and financial, all that kind of things. So sorry.
Speaking, I'm so sorry to hear that.
I know it's okay, sir.
Anjana.
Yeah.
Anjana, very sorry. I hope you're taking good treatment. There are some. Which city are you based in?
I'm from Delhi, sir, but by the God of grace, see, I'm penniless. I don't know how he has been taking care of all the things. Now, recently for 10 days, I don't know how did it all happen. 6 lakhs were paid for only 10 days, no being getting admitted then max. And each chemotherapy, yesterday I had 3rd one. It cost 60 to 70,000. But by the mercy of the God, I don't know how the things are taking place. It's now being settled at only 22. I'm jobless. The things are, I do not know how the things are happening, but I have only one word to say: gratitude that I'm feeling. My daughter is only the working person right now, but the things are getting taken care of. Gratitude to everybody. To is you. I have been in contact. So sorry, I'm taking 1 minute extra. I have been in means that I have been getting your guidance for the past 5 years, I guess. And when I saw yesterday, the mail from Saptrishi, I forgot everything about my disease, the present condition. And I could not resist to see my favorite teacher and to feel alive. No? Right now, I'm so happy. Can't tell you. I have learned a lot from you.
What's your email ID? Quickly tell me.
Shivastavanchana30@gmail.com.
Excellent. मेरे को अभी chat में भेजो. Send me in chat right now.
Yes, sure, sir. I do.
Holding the class.
Sorry to everybody. Fine.
Sorry to interrupt in between the class, ma'am. So sorry to hear you, ma'am. I'm a doctor, last working in Delhi. There is a hospital called Rajiv Gandhi Institute nearby in South Delhi. You can contact there, and they are an organization that will also help you.
Ma'am, they also take some 70 to 80,000 per chemo. So like that, it is out of question for me right now. Yesterday only, I by the grace of the God, I got the assistant of the doctors there at AIMS. So the third chemotherapy I got there almost for free. That's why I'm feeling so gratitude for the.
अच्छा ये नंबर नोट डाउन करो. Reena Gajjar, just hold on, please. What is the guy? Note down this number. See in the chat. Okay. This person is like a coordinator. He does it free. Okay. There is a very famous thing for
Sir, can you please show the number once again? I couldn't even write it down.
96867
96867
979
979 34. Thank you. What's the name of the contact person, Mr.?
Shimoga. Mr. Murthy from Shimoga.
MURTHI Shimoga. SHIMOGA.
Okay, Mr. Murthy Shimoga.
Yeah. You can reference the name of Mr. Sunil John, sir.
I request to the people in the chat, let us call somebody's or hear somebody out for 1 minute, 2 minutes before we ask technical questions. I'm sorry, I can be a bit rude. Okay. This, there is, if you type, cancer treatment Shimoga, okay, in Google easily you get, okay. And this man goes and gets you the medicine or something like that, okay. I was given this number, okay. And I can understand your pain. More than 12 years back, I was detected with polycythemia vera, okay, which is a blood disorder. There are two types in it, type A, type B. Mine, type B is cancer, type A is non-cancerous, but the result is the same. The symptoms are the same, paralysis, brain pain, brain hemorrhage, etc. So I understand your pain, okay. You try this out, okay. I have not tried it out, but this is a very famous place, okay. Cancer treatment Shimoga or miracle cancer, समझ रहे हो? Okay. Now you see, क्या बोलूं मैं आपको?
Thank you, sir. I'll do it certainly. Thank you so much.
Mood off कर दिया आपने. Sorry. Bad news of health, See the Prashna. When I said to people, does anybody even remember I said 15-20 minutes back or half an hour back, Lagna Lord in the 8th house, somebody will have chronic disease. Does anybody
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, I have.
Yes, sir, you had said that.
speaking? I'm quite sure the Gunda of astrology is Aquarius Lagna.
Yes, sir.
The one who's Pakka Gunda is Pakka Gunda. Okay, I will
Yes.
not.
Sir, I have excused myself today because I'm not well, sir. So sorry.
How come every day you're not well?
Sir, I'm not keeping well for quite some time. Sorry about that.
6 months. You need to get a good treatment.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sorry.
See, the Lagna Lord here is in the 8th house, and that is the 6th Lord also. I have hope because it is Shukra. Shukra, we know, is Sanjivani.
Yes, sir.
Then I said, this is the first class I'm seeing whenever I make a prediction, they don't give feedback. Otherwise, mass predictions I've done so much. Then I said, there is Rahu. There has to be unseen expenses. Didn't I say that? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
सर पाइसिस मेरे नेटल 4th हाउस में है और घर के ऊपर अभी मेरा अनसीन एक्सपेंस हुआ है एकदम से
Pisces is your
नेटल 4th हाउस में सर मैं धनु लगन का हूँ तो पाइसिस मेरे 4th हाउस में अभी मैंने घर चेंज किया है तो मेरा एक्सपेंस हुआ है उसमें
See, now that technique what we taught, see, what is our natal lagna, okay, that he's using it, okay.
Sir,
So
I'm
any-
also Sagittarius.
So now the point what I'm trying to say is we need to take a break. Okay, the point what I'm trying to say is, okay, what I learned, sorry, that Rahu Pisces is she spent what, she's selling 5-6 lakhs, etc. Okay. So before this, what topic we were speaking, let me complete that. Does anybody remember? And I hope people are making notes.
सर शुक्र है
टाइम ऑफ द लग्ना
सर शुक्र है संजीवनी ऐसा कुछ आप कह
Time and place of the lagna, time as per the questionnaire
The
and
time of
lagna
the-
as per place as per
Yes,
astrologer.
astrologer's
The time-
location and the time is important too while erecting the Prashna chart.
delivering the biryani.
Very, very important. First thing you all need to remember. There is background noise of everybody. There is a procedure to construct lagna, to see a chart. Apart from your daily prayers, whenever a client comes, okay, whenever a client comes, you have to pray first to God to guide you. That is, God via you guides the client, and you do not make a mistake in interpreting God's words. Unfortunately, we don't do that. Just 2-3 months back, or 2 months back, I started doing pending karma readings and birth time rectification. Even though we know our time, but we don't know our absolute correct D60. And D60 is the most important thing, because in chapter 7, Parashar Rishi in BPHS has given it the highest points, and I'll show it to you right now. But when we come to Prashna, we'll do that. Anyway, you have to pray for the client. Every evening, I only see one chart a day. Every evening, I used to do 1 hour yajna for the client. And the next day, I used to see his chart. And my yajnas are expensive. Of course, I don't charge for the client for it, not the client, no. You're the first people who come to know that. Even my office does not know. My neighbors used to get fed up because so much of smoke in the yajna. It is your dharma to pray for guidance of the client. You need to also have that bhavna. Okay, bhavna means feeling. Okay, that through you no mistake be done. Are you getting it? Through you no mistake in guidance. In prediction mistake happens, it can come costly. In guidance mistake happen, it can come costly. I'll give you an example. A very great scholar from Delhi. His name is world famous. He opens his mouth, he remembers all Sanskrit shlokas of BPHS, this, that, etc. Rarest of books. He gave guidance to my friend. Yes, do stock market trading. My friend became zero, lost all the money he had earned. He quoted shlokas. You have this combination, yes, you can do. Why do you think so? For so many decades, I don't see charts. Even now, when I see charts, I say no future predictions. First, you correct yourself. Finish your pending karma. Because unfortunately, even though our saints have said it, okay, that you're only born to finish your Shadripus, to master your Shadripus, still we and all our this thing are idiots. We follow Maya. We get more into Shadripus. Am I right or wrong?
True, sir.
Have you ever gone to an astrologer? Or show me an astrologer who got a client who comes and says, how can I finish all my rents? No debts.
Exactly.
And milta nahi hai, na jyotish milta hai. And unfortunately, in the line of every first book, every book that you read, first paragraph, this is a spiritual science. Kaun sa spirituality hai? What spirituality is this? Client is only asking about money, how to make more money, get more Maya, eat more rich food and get more diseases, and you are encouraging him for that. So, most important thing, I know astrologers, professional astrologers present over here will not like what I'm saying, but I care two hoots about it. Most important thing, please don't spoil the karma of your children by misguiding others. Because we have not understood what is the relationship between 10th house and 5th house. Tell me something. Lagna is body? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Lagna is body. If I abuse my body, okay, very badly means very, very badly. What will happen to me? I'll die, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
Suffer.
So where is energy going? From Lagna, the energy result is in the 8th house.
Yes.
Sir.
Right.
Yes,
True,
sir.
sir.
Yes,
There,
sir.
if you think very deeply, okay, you will realize whatever you do, finally it will go to your children. For example, okay, let's assume, okay, you make 10 crore rupees, 100 crores. Done? Yes, guys?
Yes, sir.
How much will you spend? 10, 20, 30, 40 you'll spend, right?
Yes, sir.
Rest of the 400 crores you leave to whom?
Kids.
For
To our
children.
Let's assume the
Inheritance.
inheritance. Let's assume the reverse. Okay? You make loss in business, 400 crore loss. You have to pay money to your partners or to the bank, etc. Correct?
Yes.
Who will pay that money? You die.
Our
Who will pay?
progeny. Children's progeny.
तो जब आप खराब कर्म करोगे तो कौन भुगतेगा?
Oh.
पीढ़ियां भुगतेंगी.
Yes. Next generation, our children.
Let's assume you murder somebody and you die. For the next 2 generations, your children will be ashamed of you because everybody will remind them, this is what your father did. Are you understanding?
Yes, sir.
जितना भी फेसबुक सोशल मीडिया पे उछलते हो लोगों का पैंट निकालते हो वो बंद कर दो. Stop gossiping. You're spoiling your third house. Stop gossiping. You're spoiling your third house of communication. And you're spoiling the income of your children. Ladies, am I right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
What?
Yes, sir.
हम लोग जाके दुआ मांग के फायदा नहीं है. It's no use going to temples and praying for your children when throughout the day you're gossiping or bitching, male or female. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So, understand jyotish. These are fundamentals I've spoken about. My friend Arnab is here. He might remember 5 years back or something. I talked about transfer of energy. That was a bit advanced class. You remember Arnab, Mumbai workshop?
Yes,
Yeah.
very well.
That was Brigu Prashna, Gulika and all that.
Gulika Prashna. Gulika Prashna. Yeah.
I've forgotten that. I've been putting those recordings. I don't know where it is. Anyway, so this is, there are so many secrets which have not come out. But first understand houses. To understand houses, okay, signs and houses. You know, I do not know if any from my blank chart prediction course.
Exactly, sir.
Yes, sir.
G is missing, Aditi is there, Kaushik is there. Okay. In how many months, how many signs have we finished?
So after an entire year nearly, we are at Leo now.
Sorry?
We are now at Leo, sir, and nearly the entire year has passed.
Full year has passed. Of course, with some of my issues. Okay. And before that, I had given recordings of 4 years back. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Some 40 hours or much more than that, in fact. Much more, 100 hours or something. It is supposed to be 100 hours. Okay. And now more than 100, 200, 300 hours, I do not know. We have finished, not even finished actually. मैं अभी इन लोगों को चुना लगा रहा हूँ क्योंकि मैं थक गया, मेरे को ऑफिस से बहुत प्रेशर है. Finish the course. It was just supposed to be a 3-month course. We just finished
4 signs.
4 Rashis. 5th one is going on. Rashi. And people came to that course expecting to be professional astrologers in 3 months, 6 months. Jyotish is so vast. You got to breathe. You can't sleep. Think, you have to think. If I, okay, I'll give out one secret, which you have to use beautifully in Prashna. Right? When a client comes to you, okay? Let me give it with an example. Suppose this is the Prashna, okay? By the way, has anybody beaten his or her child or scolded very badly in the last few hours or whatever?
No, sir.
Yes, I did.
Yes, sir. Today I schooled.
No, sir.
In the morning only.
Can't hear. Who said today?
Today I did, sir. They woke up bit late and I do not like the children should leave their bed
especially
late.
for
No?
the
So I scolded
regularity
them.
in studies and daily routines.
Let one person speak. I'll give chance.
Yes, sir. Especially for the regularity in studies and in daily routine.
ठीक है, मैं थोड़ा अभी बिजनेसमैन बनता हूँ, वो टेक्निक will not. We will discuss this. Let's assume, okay, you cheat somebody of money. 11th house has Rahu, Pisces. Okay, so there is some cheating involved. Okay, done. Okay, or somebody has been cheated. Done. Present year, somebody has been cheated or whatever, or some expenses, or you cheat people of money. Okay. Which relative or which area of your life will suffer? How do you find where the energy is going? The energy is there, that house lord goes and sits. Where is it written? The 12th house. Mute yourself if background noise is there. Are you understanding, everybody?
Yes, sir.
So be careful. You see your horoscope, if this is your horoscope, okay? If this is your horoscope, and let's assume you cheated a girl, you did not marry her, okay? You first said you're going to marry, then you're not going to marry. Where is that energy going? First, Ketu is this thing. Write this down. Okay, no, forget that. Let me finish. 5th lord is going in the 9th house. That means you cheat a girl, it is going to affect your bhagya. Khattam. Done? Understood, everyone? Where
Yes,
the
sir.
energy is transferred. This has not been spoken about, written about in any book. I have met hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of astrologers. There has to be an action. Now, my question is, okay, if you are standing in front of me, I slap you, okay? You're going to slap me back, no? Okay? Correct? So there has to be an action reaction in this life also. Next
Right.
life may be some portion in the next life. Okay?
Right.
Suppose I cheat you of 100 rupees, okay? I cheat you of 100 crores. You plan to cheat me back. After 5 years, you cheat me of 40 crores. And then I'm smart. Okay, this person is cheating me. Okay. So what will happen? The rest 60 crores will come back later. I died. You will come back later, no? Are you understanding now?
Yes.
So
sir.
now, after this lecture, study your horoscope very smartly. Very smartly. And not just this. It can, if I cheat you, the 5th lord is going in the 9th house, it will affect my father also. It can affect my brother-in-law also. Why? 9th house is 3rd from 7th. Correct? It will affect my children's education, my children's own love affairs. Because it is 5th from 5th house. 9th house is 5th from 5th house. Are you understanding how we are using? Suppose I cheat money. 7th lord is going in the 12th house. Okay? So in future, it will give chronic disease or longevity to my child. Are you understanding? Why? 12th house is 8th from this thing. So from all the 11 houses, you have to take the result. Got it? देखो मैं जो भी बोल रहा हूं ना बहुत चप्पल घिसाई के बाद बोल रहा हूं. Are you getting it?
True, sir.
I am saying don't believe now. Okay? You put this in your mind. Okay? On purpose do a sin and observe for 6 months. Because you got to do that sin in the Chara Lagna. That's another secret to get the result fast. Okay?
Okay, sir.
So it's a lot of things you have to observe and all that. Can we have a quick break? Okay? Is that okay? Can we stop the recording?
Yeah, sure, sir.
Okay, quickly, I'll
Yes,
just
sir.
pick Reena, Gajjar, or you're busy? Okay, after the break. Fine. No techniques. Okay. Wherever Rahu-Ketu is sitting in the Prashna chart, that axis is the problem. Write this down. It's a wonderful technique, an instant technique. Of course, the more afflicted it is, will be the serious nature of the problem. Got it, everyone? Can you all hear me?
Yes, sir, we
Yes,
can.
yes.
Sir.
Okay, great. Now, if you remember the chart that we saw, where is the chart? Where is Rahu-Ketu? In 5-11 axis. Now combine it with the sign. Ketu is in Virgo. What is Virgo? Is everybody there? There is suddenly no reaction.
Yeah, please.
Actually, sir,
What is
they are in break for 5 minutes. So you said earlier na, we have a break for 5 minutes.
nahi chalega? We'll continue. Virgo is
We can ask some questions or we can discuss the previous one which we have already studied. Sir.
Any questions quickly with whatever we have studied so far? Anyway, Virgo is diseases. Virgo is debts. Virgo is relatives. What is Pisces? Pisces is hospitalization, diseases. So combine now, Pisces and Rahu, combine. So Rahu is undetectable disease. So we have the case of Anjali Srivastava. Oh, by the way, somebody had written they want to help Anjali. I think I saw that pop up. Such was the name.
Yes, sir, someone wants to help financially. So I'll tell him we'll discuss after that. They wants to help financially to Anjana ji regarding their treatment.
Okay. Let Anjana also write an email to me.
Yeah, sure, sir.
सर आपने क्या बोला था wherever Rahu Ketu is sitting is the
problem.
Okay.
That is, Ketu is the karmic axis.
Okay.
So in your natal chart, it is one thing. But from the time you were born till now, okay, your karma has either advanced, okay, or changed. Or the most important thing you have to remember is the basics of Prashna. What is the basics of Prashna? In your lifetime, you are going to ask, or the same client is going to ask you 1,000 questions, correct?
Right, sir.
Your job is to find out the karma, correct? So what does the universe want him to concentrate, focus on? Is your Rahu-Ketu axis. Got that?
Yes, sir.
Sir, in
Very
Prashna or natal?
Prashna.
Okay, sir.
Prashna.
So, just an input. Actually, I was just looking at this Prashna chart. So I was thinking that 11th is 8th from 4th, if I'm not wrong, right? 11th house where the Rahu is sitting in the Pisces sign in this Prashna chart. It is 8th from 4th house. 4th house belongs to mother. Actually, my mother was unwell. So I was just connecting with it. So the unseen expenses, I mean, I just wanted to ask you, can we predict using this Prashna chart that mother can get into hospitalization because of a chronic disease, because it is 8th from 4th and in the Pisces sign and the Rahu is there?
an event has not happened, especially of your mother. Let's not talk negative about it.
No, because it is about to, because the doctors had suggested the hospitalization.
So be
And we are
prepared.
kind of avoiding it. So I was just thinking, should we not avoid it probably, or maybe we can be careful?
But the thing is, it could be expenses. More than that, what worries me is right uh, diagnosis. You know, many diseases may look simple, but diagnosis is the issue.
Yes.
Okay. So I don't know in your mother's case, what is the problem? What is the problem?
The diagnosis had not come. I mean, they were suspecting swine flu. Then there was some arthritis issue. There is breathing problem, so it could also relate to, cardiology or something. So not yet diagnosed.
How long it has been going on?
About 15 days from now, but more critical about last 5-6 days. Critical in the sense, progressing. The disease is progressing.
Yes, Mr. Soni, you have a question?
A question, sir. During this class, I send a stick for scolding my son through his WhatsApp, and immediately you ask me.
Did he write? What did he write?
Yeah.
What did he write back?
No, he was driving too fast, and he reached his home at Bangalore very early. And I sent a stick emoji to him through his message. And after within 2 minutes, he asked me the question. You asked me the question.
Did someone scold? Sir asked.
Yes. Thank you, sir.
That's a good lively class. Okay. Remember this point about Rahu-Ketu. It is extremely important. I'll teach something, okay, which you will not find in any book. This technique, okay.
True.
Technique is applicable on natal chart and Prashna chart. And I will show you 3 Prashna charts of how I use the technique, okay. Write this down. Wherever your Jupiter is sitting, the 3rd house from it, he will give trouble. Good trouble, bad trouble, in the sense, intensity of the trouble, okay, depending on dignity of Jupiter. For example, Jupiter in the 4th house in a natal chart. Okay, I'm not showing charts to save time. Got it, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
To use it, we have to see it, how to use it. Okay? Jupiter in the 4th house, Aquarius. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Other, done. 3rd from it, 6th, done. Okay? What will be the sign? Gemini. What will be the house? 6th house. Correct? Okay? So this Jupiter will give trouble to mother in the ankle first. Why? It is Aquarius. 3rd, chest region. What is this called? Palpitation. Okay. Chest region, Gemini, okay, is upper heart. Okay. Cancer is lower heart. Upper heart, lower heart. Got it? This is exactly what happened. It is now years. The leg operation has already been done. Then pain. What? Background, please, background. मेरा concentration जाता है. I have Ketu in the lagna. That means a weak concentration. Okay. So be kind to me. Aquarius is ankle. Swelling of ankles for years. Applied all the oils in the world allopathy, oils, everything does not work. Then Gemini, palpitation, heavy breathing, breathlessness, okay, can't communicate and has a problem in communication. Will speak always, every 2 hours will speak something what the mother should not be speaking and create fights. Throughout the day, gossiping. I observed this for 20 years. Are you understanding now how Jupiter in Aquarius? Brihad Jatak says Jupiter in Aquarius is akin to special status, exaltation. मैं आपको बहुत फाइनर पॉइंट सिखा रहा हूं. Okay, next, okay, Jupiter, okay, in 5th house. Third from it, 7th house. Okay, Jupiter is religion. Done. The fights in the marriage is because of religion. Both are from intercaste marriage.
Right.
Are you all understanding?
Yes, sir.
Able to understand? Can you test it on your chart and how I gave the example? Can you see the finer thing? Any prashna you get, apply this technique. And the logic is extremely simple. Okay? Forget the logic. We will not complete today's lecture at all then. There's a lot of portion completed today. Okay? Now we will see Prashna charts.
Okay, sir.
Okay, before we see this Prashna chart, I'll quickly complete one portion. Okay? Why has the person come to you? Okay? Why has the person come to you? There are many methods. There are many methods. Easiest method is observing the Chandra, which house, which sign it is in. Are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Why has the person come to you? See where the Chandra is. But remember, this is not the only method and this is not 100% full method. Okay. I presume you all have heard of this technique. Yes or no?
Yes, sir. We see the moon signification.
Yes, sir.
It's an easy technique. Doesn't work 100%. There are many more methods. And then there is a way to choose between the methods. Okay. And there are different of opinions on that. So now, do you want to see this Chandra thing example or?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, please.
Yes, sir.
This is a Prashna. So very simple. Moon is in the 7th house. I called up this person, the student of mine. He did not pick up. No, I thought of him. Sorry, I thought of him. Okay. There was some problem with Parashara light. I thought of him. Okay. And I instantly messaged him. I said, at this moment, were you speaking to your wife? Now, do you see? Moon is in the 7th house. Okay. What I'm trying to say. Prashna, the biggest secret, if you have seen my videos of mass Prashna, many of them are out there in our YouTube channel, live predictions we have done. Okay. Prashna is only showing to you what the universe is doing at that point of time. Are you understanding? This is the biggest secret of my Prashna methodology. If and when some of you join the course, okay, I'll give you hundreds of examples. The lagna, first house in the Prashna, shows where the querent, the client, what's happening in his mind, one. Second, where is he coming from? How was his journey? The 10th house shows on the left side, what did he see? The 4th house shows on the right side, what did he see? So accurate the Prashna can be. Got it, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Of you are having lunch at the same time. Cameras on, everybody, please. I'm not eating food. I'll not allow you to eat food. Okay.
Though you should have, so you are not doing well also.
So my favorite student, Ruchi ji, okay, she's elder to me. So she is quiet these days, today. Otherwise, Aquarius Lagna, keeping them quiet and difficult. So you should be able, if you read Prashna Argam Bhagam, okay, Prashna Gyan, okay, these are all classic works from South Kerala, okay. If you read them, okay, you'll realize in the olden days, the astrologer is supposed to predict where he's coming from. He saw the way, everything. If there is Jupiter involved, okay, he must have met some priests and all that, or knowledgeable people. Then there are combinations for this. Saturn is involved, he must have met some workers on the way. Okay. Saturn, Venus involved, then some prostitutes on them, or low level, workers, but females. Okay. So these are the questions. Okay. Then let's take another Prashna. What is important for you to understand is ask a question or not. Will the Prashna at that moment change? Yes or no? Yes or
What's
no?
that?
Sir, this is not clear. Yeah.
Govindji is asking me a question. Okay?
Right, sir.
Construct a Prashna. Okay?
Yeah.
I make some predictions, or I make some observations about the past or present. Correct?
Right.
Assume she did not ask me a question. Okay? But what Prashna chart that could have been constructed, will that change? It will not change.
No, no, sir.
There is point I am making. Very significant point. The only thing is, don't use to show off your predictive skills.
Okay.
Don't use this to show off your predictive skills. I have done it. Let me show this another chart. Once a new maid, recently, a new maid came to, we wanted to change our maid.
Okay.
Okay. So a new maid came. I was busy working. I called her inside, showing the house, what all is the work, etc. and all that. Okay. After 10 minutes, the maid went. While the maid was here, I constructed the Prashna. What do you see? I'm giving you an example. Person not asking question. Okay. Everybody there. Neto starting me 1 hour, 2 hours, you were all so responsive and all that. Now you are all
Next to
suddenly.
be listening carefully. We all
Yeah.
are listening carefully, sir.
Yes, sir, we are mute actually.
So wife, then wife asked me, just observe moon and Ketu here.
Okay.
Bring it
Yeah. Right.
and observe Jupiter.
First house.
In the lagna is good, na? Okay. Observe Jupiter. Really sab yaad rakho. Okay. Third from it is third. Okay. The lord of it is in the 8th house. Done with Venus. 8th house is sex. Okay. This is their confirmation sex. Maid is an old woman. Okay.
Yeah. Old
50 or something like that. Or something. Now let's close this chart because I want you to mentally learn how to visualize. Silence the picture. Just 1 second. Maid, the maid has come. Okay, another maid. That is Nimitta.
elderly maid.
मेरा पिक्चर चालू है.
थर्ड अभी सर ने क्या बनाया था? अच्छा जुपिटर एंड थर्ड. अच्छा तो 8th हाउस आ गया. फाइन.
This is the beauty of Prashna. Nimitta is very Nimitta late. No. Background noise silence. Wife then says, what do you feel? Will she do? I said, if the price is fine and she understands the work and does the work properly, it's fine. It's up to you. You make decisions. I'm busy. You know what the wife said? That the maid is married, but the husband left her because she could not deliver him a baby boy.
How did you come to know this?
Are you getting it? You all can unmute yourself. Are you all understanding? Moon is in the 7th house. That means where moon is sitting, the mind is there.
Mind is there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The issue is husband. Issue is marriage.
Right.
What you need to learn, the most important thing, write this down. What did I say at the very start of the lecture?
Yeah.
Lagna, first house is most important. Done?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
In the Lagna, which planet was there?
Jupiter.
Jupiter.
Children.
Oh yeah.
Are you getting now?
Okay,
Yes,
fifth
sir.
house, yeah.
Don't remember? I'll show the chart again.
No, we remember Ketu
Yeah.
in 6th house.
Yeah,
Jupiter.
Ketu was in fifth house.
And then Jupiter dispositor Mars is with the 5th lord. Again, children, so double confirmation. Always go for double confirmation.
So Parivartan is also there.
Yeah. Are you getting it? So how you have to use moon? Take clue. Our job is to take a pen and paper and always write down clues. Don't just, this is the mistake I have seen everybody commit, including myself. When we see a horoscope, we're looking at the horoscope thinking. As you're thinking with your right hand, there should be pen and paper. And you should write down clues. Or follow the olden day. In olden day, the patrika will be there and a paper will be there. So as you're seeing the patrika, you're writing down. Everybody understood?
Yes, sir.
Third Jupiter is the 3rd house. 3rd house is the bhagya of marriage. The Lord, because it is 9th from 7th, the Lord is Mercury, Yuva, the prince, with Venus in 8th house, Scorpio. So he, the marriage, okay. My request to Janaji, as you're speaking also, you're writing, you're speaking. So
Sorry, sir. I'm so sorry. I'll take care.
Okay. समझ गए सब लोग? Shall we now go to Jupiter in the 3rd and take 3 charts? Okay. Okay, quickly. Nidhi Malhotra has raised hand. Ravi, your hand is constantly up. Any pressing issue? Or you can lower the hand.
सर एक मिनट सर मेरा जुपिटर रिट्रोग्रेड है वक्री इन कैंसर विथ केतु फ्रॉम लग्ना situated in 3rd वृषभ लग्ना in cancer Jupiter vakri with ketu. Should I take as it is vakri, should I consider in 2nd house its position?
Are you married?
No, sir, not married.
Then let's not go into that question. Love affair चालू है?
नहीं है सर, नहीं है सर.
नहीं है ना? उम्र क्या हो गया? What's your age?
My 32 completed.
Okay. 32 completed, right? How many love affairs you had so far?
मेरा लव अफेयर्स टू है सर, 2 है, बट इंटर कास्ट इसलिए मैंने छोड़ दिया. मेरा कास्ट नहीं है इसलिए छोड़ दिया.
Means you loved the girl.
I loved the girl, but caste is not mine. उसलिए मैंने छोड़. Sir?
Did you have an affair with her?
Affair means no physical. I didn't touch any girl, sir. Affair means.
Did she love you? Did she love you? Did you love her?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No, did she love you?
Yes, sir.
She loved you. You loved him, right?
Yes, sir.
Both were the same problem, and both the girls. Caste problem.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. First girl is different caste. Second girl also different caste.
Okay. Now, what is Jupiter trying to teach you? Do you think so? Jupiter is denying you the result of 5th house of love. I mean, you're a handsome guy. What do you do?
Sir.
What do you do?
I'm working in government banks.
Government
bank.
I presume you must be getting a good salary, correct? Now,
Yes, sir.
you are like an eligible bachelor. Okay. So what is, I mean, people would be behind you, people would want to marry you, etc. Whatever be it. Okay. You know, stable job. Okay. Looking. Jupiter is in the 3rd house. 9th from 7th house. But its third from Jupiter is 5th house of love affair. Okay. Jupiter is casteist. Are you getting it? Jupiter is caste oriented. Shani is opposite. Shani is opposite. He is not caste. So your Jupiter in the 3rd. He is giving you in the 5th house. But at the same time, it will give 4th house also because it is retrograde. Okay. So it will go to 2nd house and from 2nd, 3rd from 2nd will be 4th house or 2nd. Are you understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. 4th.
4th and 5th both.
Shivam has said a very important point. Please ask everybody to mute so that we can hear clearly, as during his speaking voice breaks. I request people, only when you want to speak, unmute yourself. And 1 or 2 people who do not have any background disturbance, you can be unmuted and then just interact with me. It's like volunteers. So now you're understanding how Jupiter is behaving. My Jupiter is in the 8th house. Okay.
Yes.
Third from it will be 10th house. Done.
10th house.
Okay.
Yes.
So in my profession, okay, I have faced a lot of problems. Okay. 8th house is in-laws. Okay. Because I am an astrologer. Okay. And they are Christians. Okay. So I am outcast. Are you understanding now? My Shudra Shudra Mlecha for them. Okay. And they are Christians and I follow Hinduism. Second reason for being an outcast. Okay. So that's okay. I did not lie to them. And I told them before marrying, I said, I follow Hinduism, I follow jyotish. But eventually I'm outcast. Okay. And at the same time, what's happening? A lot of problems in career. 10th house, a lot of problems. By now, I should be a millionaire. Okay. My students are billionaires. Okay. All my past students. Okay. Especially the ones who have learned personally from free of cost. So this is how we got to interpret. Let's see now the Prashna, these 3 charts, you'll be shocked how how this can be predicted. Let's just see this charts. So Rahu-Ketu in this is in 6-12. 6th house is divorce. The servant's Prashna. Are you seeing here? Rahu-Ketu axis. 6th house is 6th house, BPHS chapter 11, shloka number 6. Parashar Rishi uses the word sapatni. He left her and went and married another woman. अरे मेरा बच्चा लोग आप लोग थक गए हो क्या? You want a break or we can do it next week?
No, sir.
No, sir, not at all, sir.
No, sir.
Doing great, sir.
No, sir. Yeah, sir, please, little bit. Rather, I think that you should take some break for eating something. We all are liking this, loving it all.
Let me tell you, in the first 10 pages of any book, such simple techniques are not given. This Rahu-Ketu technique, mind-blowing it is. Jupiter 3rd is mind-blowing, but you need practice. You need to make 1,000 rotis before you learn how to use it. You need to see 1,000 charts. Okay? And after that, I'll give one more technique. Okay, that so you will be shocked actually. Now let's take what I wanted to show you, that chart. Chart is a problem. Note down on a piece of paper July 13, 2023.
Place, sir?
Mumbai. Now, lagna lord, which is also the fourth lord, is in Rahu-Ketu axis. Done. So problem with other lagna means person. Okay. Problem could be, second option, problem could be mother. Fourth. Because all the conjunction is happening in 5-11 axis. Okay.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
So problem could be with fifth house. Done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Prashna came out. Person's mother's health terrible. We'll quickly go to other points. I'm not going to explain in detail now. You're getting it, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, to access. Then we are using common sense astrology, lagna lord, fourth lord, common sense astrology. Done. Okay. So these are the 3 points. Write these 3 points because we're going to see 2 more charts. Okay. That means lagna, person, person's mother, person's child. Okay. Or person's mind, fifth house mind. Correct? Done?
Yeah.
Write
Yeah.
this down और उसको एक स्क्वायर में बॉक्स कर दो. Box, put it in a box. ठीक है? Done.
Okay.
Then I said, I see deficiency of iron. And the person did not take it seriously. Right? Is iron also there? Okay. Third from Jupiter is seventh house.
Yes, sir.
Seventh house is marriage.
True,
Okay.
sir.
But who is placed over there? Ninth lord of father is placed over there. Okay. So you get 2. Okay. See, when we start now, don't get into predictions. Okay. Start with the broad. Then you narrow down over a period of a year or 2. Okay. Don't get into hurry of becoming an accurate astrologer. Then you only become an idiot of an astrologer who will be accurate, but who will not learn jyotish. Making prediction and learning jyotish are 2 different things. Very few can combine 2 together. Okay. Like Al Pacino. Al Pacino, an actor, astrological actor, and at the same time commercial. That is combining both. Now let's go to the next. Background noise.
So can I ask a question, sir?
What? No. Please, let me complete the 3 charts, then we ask. Please forgive me. नहीं तो क्या होगा, टेक्निक आप समझ नहीं पाओगे. Now see Jupiter. Where is it placed? 7th house, correct?
Yes, sir.
Where was it earlier in the 5th house, correct?
Yes, sir.
So third from Jupiter, it has traveled. This is the same person. What is the date?
28 July.
July.
28.
Date 13.
Yes.
Are you understanding now? Are you getting it now? The energy has transferred. It is happening in the 7th house. It is in the Rahu-Ketu axis. Jupiter Rahu was in the 5th house of child. Okay?
Okay.
That person had a fight with the child, had been having fights with the child regarding studies for a long time. It was getting intensified. And finally had a very major fight with the child, very happening for 2-3 days. And the person tried committing suicide, natak of suicide, showing off suicide, but very strong, till the child cried, yes, I will study, no, I will not play games, video games, this, that, etc. Actually, hanging rope, dupatta, all filmy scene, everything happening. Are you understanding now how the energy transfer happened? Okay. Now, I'll show the third chart. What has happened? This is the father being admitted. You remember in the earlier chart, 9th lord was in the 7th, where Jupiter's energy had gone. The very first chart, yaad hai ki nahi yaad hai na?
Yes, sir.
Father admit हो गया. पहला चार्ट में जुपिटर 5वें घर था. ओके, तो बच्चे को ट्रांसफर, बच्चे से 7th हाउस में आ गया. ओके, जो 9th लॉर्ड इन द 7th, फादर एडमिट हो गया. टाइम देखो सितंबर 19. तो कैसा ट्रांसफर हो रहा है? एंड इधर जुपिटर 4th हाउस में, थर्ड फ्रॉम इट 6th हाउस. All the relatives in the hospital, 6th house of relatives. ये बहुत सटल टेक्निक है. It's a new technique for everyone. It will take time to seep in unless you test it on charts. Socho, in your own horoscope, is it working? How it is working? Now, finding out the how is the toughest problem. We don't come to know in our horoscope, Jupiter sitting in the 4th house, what it is doing. आज रुचि जो बहुत चुप है, क्यों, क्या हो गया? एक्वेरियस लग्न संन्यास ले लिया?
नहीं सर, nothing like that.
ये इतना माइंड ब्लॉगलिंग है. आप जुलाई 13 से 20 वीक्स ऐड करो मोटा मोटा. 20 वीक्स is how many months? 5 months?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So from July 3rd or mid-July, okay, August, September, October, November, December, correct? I said December an event will happen. I'll show that chart again. One second. Yes, somebody I think had read, a lady in green had raised hand. Anshika.
Sorry, sir, I didn't raise my hand.
आप कुछ बात कर रहे थे ना? When I said कि no wait.
Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sir, namaste.
Honey.
Sir, I have 2-3 questions. Sir, first question is, sir, can we cast a chart after 2 or 3 days of the question?
Suppose client comes to astrologer and he's on bed for 2-3 days, fever chal raha hai. What does the astrologer do? Or see, it's up to you. You need to follow your own mind. Okay, and that's the beauty of our Prashna, and it's written in one of my points. Okay. For example, the most important planet in a Prashna chart is Gulika Mandi. Okay, which in North India they don't take. In South, an astrologer cannot live without Gulika Mandi. If there is an astrologer who does not use Gulika Mandi, okay, in astrology, in South, he does not know astrology, it is considered. The biggest problem, A, is the calculation of Gulika Mandi, okay, and B, is Gulika Mandi the same or two different? In classics, you will find in some places only Gulika is written. Some places, Kalamrita, etc. all that, do diya hai and all that. Okay. Then it's the calculation. You go to Kerala, each astrology background, So you can unmute yourself, everyone. My point is, which calculation to take? Okay. So many. Tamil Nadu, again, little different. Young ones or some paramparas have different calculations. But without Gulika Mandi, astrology cannot be done. Eventually, I will tell you something. Whether you construct horoscope at the time he called, and this is where it's a point that I've written, and that's the beauty of Prashna. And after this, we'll come to Arud. Okay? Because there are several ways to construct Arud. Okay? Whatever thing you do, whether you take Gulika, you do not take Gulika, whether you take the place of the querent or the time the querent called, if you are destined and a good astrologer to answer the question, you will eventually come out right. Like in a natal chart, you put wrong date, you will eventually come out right. Aditi and Ruchi, they know, Kaushik ji also, they know Arun Verma, Canada se.
Yes, sir.
Usne reading mein, he gave me wrong year of birth.
Ji, sir. Yes, sir. At that time, you were making predictions, but the predictions came out to be correct in the end. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Daivagna has a special status. You are Daivagna. You will come out right. You should be thoda bahut pure. You know, you should be a little distinct. That every astrologer here knows. Wrong. Some PM, 3 PM. I was looking at my boss's horoscope. He's 5,000 crore, owner of 5,000 crore empire. He gave 3 PM time. 1 hour I made prediction, brilliant. He called up, girlfriend, come. Okay, Sunil is giving prediction, what not, this, that, etc. And he just happened to call up his mother. Let me just double check the time. I'm saying after 1 hour he's telling me. I have traveled from Ghatkopar to Worli. UTV के ऑफिस के सामने हमारा ऑफिस होता था. And we used to keep a Rottweiler in the office. Rottweilers are banned in many countries. So that Rottweiler bit me also. That's another thing. Okay. His mother says, no, 3 a.m. 12 घंटा. Horoscope changes, lagna changes, this changes, everything changes. Are you getting it? And sometimes Chandra will also change. Sometimes Chandra will also change.
Yes, sir.
So your intention shouldn't be not like the young ones, that I want fame and money. If your intention is, I want to help the client, that's very, 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 very important.
Sir,
So any, before I go to Aruda, come.
जी, sir, is there a validity of a Prashna chart?
Sorry?
Is there any validity of a Prashna chart? कब तक का मतलब सर वो रहता है?
Excellent question.
जी.
First thing, let me tell you what generally people, okay? Generally people believe, okay, that it's 1 year. Okay? Some people take it 6 months, but generally, mota belief is 1 year. Okay. This is what is generally believed and followed and accepted. Okay. But the Prashna chart, okay, is of that moment. Your karma at that moment. Suppose after 2 days, you did a good karma. Shouldn't the Prashna change? It will. I'll give you an example. You got fever. I did Prashna. It should show this native should be having fever. Done? Done, everybody with me?
Right, yes, sir.
Behind my back, you took medicine, natural to take medicine. Just 1 second. Behind my back, you took medicine. In 3 days, your fever went. Antibiotics you took. You did karma. Are you getting it? Bharat ji, Abhishek ji, Ramkrishnan ji.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So the next Prashna I cast, shouldn't it change?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Now, let me tell you a secret. चलो उसके पहले एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट कॉन्सेप्ट है जो आपको समझना है. For thousands of years, you have gone to astrologer, North astrologer, Central Mumbai astrologer, etc. Astrologer says, oh, you got Sarpadosh, okay, please do puja, okay? Okay? So, sir, how much to do puja? Come to me, I'll give tikka, 15,000 done, okay? Ho gaya puja? You go home. Amma, the jyotish said, do Sarpadosh, okay? Come, shadi, done in 1 month. 10 years, no shadi. Okay? Traditional looting, 10,000 years of jyotish. Done? My question to you is, that jyotish is an astrologer, that jyotish is a Prashna expert, that jyotish is a pandit. Okay? Let's forget the first part. The second part, he's a Prashna guy, he's a pandit. Shouldn't the pandit come to know whether the puja was successful? Yes or no? Please tell me.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
There
sir.
was a time when you had said that we need to check whether the remedy has been accepted by the devta or not.
Yes.
Akshay Kumar, Aditi, please understand, पहले ये अंदर जाना चाहिए अपने. We have somebody, he is an agent, he is promising you US visa. Are you getting it? आपने उसको पैसा दिया. आपका application ये कर दिया. I'm sorry to say it in Hindi. He has forwarded your application. He's taken 10,000 rupees as his fees. He should feedback, na? Oh yes, the officer said work will be done. Are you guys awake? आप लोग समझ रहे हो मैंने कितना बड़ा समस्या है मेरे को लोग.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Release this video out. यहाँ पे भी लोग काट डालेंगे. I'm sorry if there is a pandit over here, okay, if I'm hurting, but मैं एक question पूछ रहा हूँ. और मेरे हिसाब से मेरा question थोड़ा जायज है.
Yes, sir. True, sir.
यार दिल से बात करो यार. अगर मैं आपका बेटा चिल्ला के हाँ वोट फॉर हिम, कमाल है.
Yes, sir.
Vote for Sunil, sir.
A, your pandit, and B, your astrologer should tell you your visa application has gone over there. There will be delay of 1 month. There will be delay of 2 months. Both line में both है. There are too many people in the line. Okay. Or it was rejected. Here is your fees back. Forget the fees back. Okay. Is this a valid question? Yes, it is. So why shouldn't your jyotish or your pandit not be able to tell you, sorry, your application was rejected? And Prashna, especially South Prashna, I do not know about the North Prashna, I have not learned it. South Prashna, Pandit does that. He is supposed to do that. After you do puja, he again puts the kauri. He again says, yes, it was accepted. No, it was not accepted. He's supposed to do it. आप लोग समझ रहे हो? आप लोगों को कितना बड़ा चुना लगा है, आपके generations को चुना लगाया जा रहा है. I don't see the enthusiasm in you, the love of astrology for you, that somebody has asked this question and that support that should naturally come. I love you बोलने के बाद है ना, सोचने का नहीं लड़की को कि इसके बैंक में कितना बैंक बैलेंस है, वो हिसाब से मैं शादी करेगा. वो कभी उसको, वो लड़की को प्यार नहीं मिलने वाला. Bank, I get so many cases. Okay. Oh, my husband is cheating. Oh, my husband doesn't love me and all that. The first thing I ask you, did you marry him for money or did you marry him for this? Love. Simple truth. I tell the guy also, did you marry because she was beautiful or did you marry because she had a good heart? You married for the wrong reasons. आपने बीज ही गलत बोया है तो आपको मिलेगा ही गलत फल ना. You'll get the wrong fruit na, if you put the wrong this thing. Are you getting it, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Please write this down. After you do any puja, you are supposed to cast a prashna and check 9th house, 9th lord aspects on it. I should be giving you all that technique, but I'm only giving you a chota mota this thing about it. No,
Sir,
Ramana. No,
9th
Ramana.
house, sir?
Few Ramana Sangaeshwaran that says one school of thought says remedial measures will work only for enlightened souls. No, you should read a book published by K.N. Rao. So before K.N. Rao, okay, go to chapter 83 BPHS, okay, shloka number 4 onwards. There's a chapter on curses. Parashar Rishi says, I will tell you curses and remedies. What Lord Shiva said to Goddess Parvati in another version of BPHS, because there is one chapter difference between the versions, edition on this thing. It is chapter 84.
Chapter
There, Lord
84.
83, 84, depends on the version you have. Then publication ka hoga, so it is 83. Sagar publication ka, I think it is 84. Okay, one second. Priyanka, coffee dega kya? Priyanka. Lord Shiva gives remedies for Sarpadosh. He doesn't put this condition of enlightened soul. Nobody, even Bhrigu Samhita gives remedies in the Putra Bhav chapter. This condition is not there. No book says this condition. There is combinations in your horoscope, and I can give you one or two combinations right now, whether remedies will work. But then the people who are in the business of remedies will hate me for giving this. If you read books, you get clues. If you learn Prashna, you get far bigger clues whether remedies will work or not. I'll give you probably this time or next lecture. Yeah, I need to see the passion in your passion. Passion nahi hai na, fayda nahi hai. I need to see that interaction.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Only 20% may be enlightened. What about 80% sufferers? First and foremost, he will not require remedies. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's true. That also.
exactly.
If somebody is enlightened, why would he require remedies? Yeah.
Sir,
Yeah,
my last query, sir.
Bole.
Sir, suppose I have to answer two people for different questions. Sir, how gap should I be taking while casting a chart? The chart would be same for 2 hours, right?
Yes. मैंने वही बोला ना, निधि.
जी sir.
E is equal to MC squared.
Okay, sir.
I gave the answer. Arud. Arud. I gave the answer. It is Arud. And that is the beauty. In north, okay, they rotate the houses. And second person comes, they take Hora as the lagna. Okay? ये सब है ना, it's only questions of these things. These questions नहीं है. If you want to learn a subject, have to have patience. 1 second. Just give me a second. I do not know if you all can see this book. It is
Bit blurry, sir. The front cover is bit blurry.
Masala Lab.
Not able
Sir,
to
please
see.
say it once again.
Masala Lab.
Masala lamp.
अभी दिख रहा है?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
मुझे क्यों नहीं दिख रहा कि आप लोग? Masala Lab.
Visible, sir.
It is written by a guy called Krish Ashok. The title
Yes,
of the
sir.
book.
Yes, sir.
The title of the book is Masala Lab, Krish Ashok, The Science of Indian Cooking. One of my other passions is cooking. I don't get time for it. Okay. It's a super fine book. Okay. And it's a bestseller, national bestseller. You'll get this on Amazon. Okay.
Okay.
In the very first page of that book, it's not the preface. This guy is based in Chennai. Penguin Books has published it. Penguin Books has published it. The very first page, this guy he writes in just 2 paragraphs. He was going for a trip abroad. So he went to his grandmother. Oh, Krishna Mohan Pandey says the author is awesome. I'm following him. Thanks, Krishna. He was going abroad, so he went to his grandmother asking for a recipe for a particular dish. Okay. His grandmother gave the recipe and he was asking too many questions. Too many. He writes over there, asking this, that, this, that. Grandmother felt uncomfortable. Okay. ध्यान से सुनिए. And this guy was making notes, huh? Grandmother, Amachi, ye de rahe. Okay. Making notes. Said, "Achha, finished? Huh, finished. Okay. Can I see your notes?" The grandmother says. He goes, she reads it. She said, "You missed the most important point about cooking." Says, "What?" Patience. The most important ingredient you missed. Patience. If you're writing that on the very first page of your book, कुछ मतलब रहेगा. अब जिसको कुकिंग आता नहीं उसको आप क्या बोलोगे? What is the importance of patience? I had gone to Jain Sharma Saab, the #1 guy in Prashna. We interviewed him. He has written a great book called The Art of Prashna. He's considered the #1 in Prashna from a very long time. Old man, friend of my mentor since 20, 30 years. I met Sharmaji once. I'd gone with him. I'd gone with Andre Leclerc and James Braha's guru. तो मैंने उनको पूछा कि sir, I'm struggling so much, working hard so much, reading this, that, etc. in astrology. Will I become an astrologer? He saw my chart for a long time. This was many years back, 20 years back plus, or 25 years back, 20 years back. He said, "No, you can never become an astrologer." I got depressed. I asked him, "Why?" He said, "You don't have patience." मैं jyotish. His words are right. I'm not an astrologer. I'm not an astrologer. आप लोग समझ रहे हो मैं आप लोगों को क्या सिखा रहा हूं? मैं आपको वो चीज दे रहा हूं 10,000 किताब पढ़ने के बाद, after reading 10,000 books, after doing 10,000 courses, spending lakhs of money, okay, going to Himalayas or South India, learning this, that, etc. This is one thing. That is the very first and the last ingredient and the ability that you require to become an astrologer. You know why? You must have seen some of my old videos, or you must have met so many, or you must have heard so many stories where you must have heard there have been astrologers who could hear what the planets are saying in a horoscope. मैंने खुद ऐसे आदमी को मिला. उनके his grandfather could do that. His grandfather was even Chandraswami, that famous godman, used to call his grandfather. His grandfather used to get, no, Mars is telling him. He would sleep. In sleep, Mars comes and tells him, "I'm not sitting in the 9th house. I'm sitting in the 8th house." Are you understanding, ladies and gentlemen?
Yes, sir.
Patience. You might not this thing appreciate what I'm saying. Some of you feel offended. But be thankful that if I offended you, because of you, 100 other people might learn something. What was the name of the lady? किधर चले गई वो?
सर मैं ये रही.
निधि.
जी सर.
रुकिए, मैं आप लोगों को अभी 3 घंटा हो रहा है, ठीक है? 3 घंटे से आप लोगों को एक ही चीज बोल रहा हूं. E is equal to MC squared. Yes or no?
Yes.
Prashna, a 20-year-old journey.
Right, sir.
20-year-old journey. मैंने तो आज काफी चीज fast दे दिया. It is, I've given you a little bit fast. How I said that 6 months December something would happen. In that horoscope, if you see, the child would have an event in December. Instantly you can predict. The very first horoscope, 3 horoscopes that we saw, the very first that way. Anyway, any quick question before we learn a very, very important technique, and it's a this thing of a technique.
Sir, that after doing rituals, you said a rule to cast a Prashna chart. Can you repeat that once, please?
It was related to some 9th house, sir, you said.
Yes, but not
Half
precise.
time was left.
House of God. Which is the house of God?
Ninth
Ninth
house.
Which is the house of remedies?
6th. 5th house.
Fifth house.
Fifth house. Fifth house.
So, answering a very common sense answer, but many people don't know it, and that is why they ask and they are stunned. But I'm giving a very basic thing. There are many more layers to this, combinations, etc. is there. Okay. In the natal chart and in the Prashna, you have to see the condition of the 5th house, 5th lord, etc., from lagna, from chandra lagna, from the 5th lord also. Okay. फटाफट दे रहा हूं मैं. Whether remedies will work. Or 5th lord is bad, we are going to an astrologer. How many people you know? They say, I did this puja, I did this puja, I did this puja. From 20 years, I'm doing puja. My Sarpa dosh is going, my Mangal dosh is not going. सुना है ना आप लोगों ने? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
पूर्व पुण्य ही खराब है तो आपका रेमेडीज क्या काम करेगा? How will your remedies work if you don't have पूर्व पुण्य?
Sir, so 5th lord in 9th house is a good combination in that case.
Not necessary. What if it's affected? So, are you understanding what Jyotishis have done with you? They know your 5th lord, 5th house, etc., is all solidly gone. Yet, come, wear anguti, special Pukraj, special Rudraj. Okay, from top of Himalayas. One yogi gave this Rudraj. Everybody, chuna lag gaya. Now everybody will hate me if I make this public. Isn't it common sense I'm answering?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Definitely.
Very important. You got to check in Prashna. Whatever. Now mark my words very carefully. Not just the 5th. Whatever is the afflicting problem. Are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Suppose your problem is 3rd house, so you're looking at 3rd lord or planet placed in the 3rd house, okay? If that, write this rule down. If it is with a Sastesh, if it is or with Mangal, especially if these two are afflicted very strongly, then to Gaya, Ram Naam Satya hai, okay? If in the Naumansh, it is in Sthira Naumansh, and especially with Mars, or a Krura Graha, काम नहीं होने वाला है. If it is with Mars, it is with Sastesh, then that curse or that relative or that problem or that deity is very angry with you. You getting it, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
कुछ नया नहीं बोल रहा हूं. It's all there in Krishniyam, all there in Prashna books. Nothing new I'm talking about. Interpretation, you have to see in Navmansh, especially Sthira Navmansh. If it is in Char Navmansh, remedy can work. If it is in Dvisabhav Navmansh, okay, then 50-50. But remember, 50-50, but if Mangal comes, deity is angry. Now remember, I have a question to ask. If I told you to do puja Sarpabali, okay? Done? If I told you to do puja or Sarpabali, you did Sarpabali, you did not come to me back. Okay? You did Sarpabali puja, you went. After 5 years, says, sir, still I don't have child. Parasharashi says, Rahu in the 5th house, Sarpadosh. This is what people quote. But the actual thing that he is saying especially is Rahu in the 5th house with aspect of Mars. He's saying that. Okay, then Sarpadosh, no child issues, etc. and all that. You did puja, you came back. You didn't check whether it worked. The first thing is you did an unfortunate thing of not going back to the astrologer. Of course, the whole point is whether he even knows how to check if the puja worked or not. Okay. How do I put it in a polite manner?
Sir, it is like...
Let's assume, 1 second, Subramanian. Just 1 second. You're doing puja, you're doing swaha, you're pleasing the god. You're pleasing the god. Okay? You're pleasing the god. You're assuming the god is pleased. Am I right or wrong? Say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I am a guest at your house. We'll take a parallel example. I am a guest at your house. Okay? Let's assume I am at Subramaniaji's house. His family members, they come, they give me 1 roti, 2 roti, 3 roti. They assume I'm happy. They assume. Are you understanding what I'm trying to say?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What if I am a guy who loves 10 rotis? I'm an open guy. What if I'm a guy? That means I'll have to come to Subramania's house 3 times minimum. He owed me food from previous life. Okay? 3 times minimum. Are you understanding?
Yes,
That
sir.
means
Yes, sir.
to do that puja 3 times. Or I need to do a prashna and find out if my guest is happy, he's satisfied. Now will he bless me?
Sir, that is why in Kerala tradition, after they suggest remedies, and when the querent comes back to Daivagna, he will cast a Nivrutti Prashna, whether that remedies has worked or not. That is Nivrutti Prashna.
Yes. What I told these guys 15 minutes. That an astrologer is supposed to cast prashna to find out if the remedy has worked.
Worked or not.
You know, that means whether my the Raja who came to my house, the king who came to my house, okay, is happy now. Now will he bless me with some land and go? Will he bless me with the child and go? Are you all understanding how we have been fooled? How we have been fooled? I've been studying astrology for decades and nobody told me this. No book mentions this.
Exactly.
There's so many books on remedies. Published from Delhi. Written by authors from all over India, but they're not mentioning this.
Nobody does so.
Very important point. लॉजिकल ना, मैं आपके घर पे आया, तुमने मुझे खुश किया कि नहीं किया? Suppose I like idli and you are giving me dosa. Okay. Do you think so I'm going to say yes to your daughters for marriage in hand? I'm not. I hate dosas. This is bad limit.
Doctor
Okay.
will give you medicines for 10 days, and after that you have to go back to the doctor whether the infection is completely gone or not.
Exactly. So what we need to do is we need to, if problem has not solved, what do we do? The doctor then gives you additional blood tests. Am I right or wrong?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Why isn't that available in Jyotish also? It's logical. Are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
No. Why remedies backfire many a times? A, wrong muhurta, B, wrong remedy. Okay. And 3, it is involved with a curse where Mars is involved or Sashtes is involved. Very bad curse. Are you getting it? Okay.
Yes, sir.
For remedies to work, Jupiter has to be very, very nicely placed. The general rule, you can also in Prashna Marga, okay, common sense astrology, general rule, Jupiter in 6, 8, 12 houses or associated with 6, 8, 12 laws, remedies do not work or it takes a long time for remedies. Long time. The best remedy is to do seva. Seva. Of course, Annadanam is the best, okay? But as per some saints, seva is far better.
Hello.
Suppose I'm an old man. Suppose, give me a second. I'm an old man, okay? You're coming and do you know this is a fashion these days? Annadanam. Okay? Annadanam, highest. They give example of Karan and all that. We went to Yama, this, that, etc. Okay. I already have food in my house. And you are giving me Annadanam. I can't walk. I bloody need somebody who comes 2 hours a day and helps me to walk, take me and do to the toilet, take me to the bathroom, whatever, or take me to the doctor. What do I need? I read a beautiful article on Annadanam where the person says, it is there on the net, okay? South Indian fellow has written very scholarly article, okay? He says, Annadanam is supposed to be done only for the needy who needs it. Anyway, going away from the topic, let's come to technique. You want a break or a technique now, whichever. Let's take a break. Okay? Or quickly, I'll answer questions. Before then we'll come. Session is becoming big. Anyway, that 4 sessions, 4 weeks, for that 4 weeks, I'm reducing it here. Okay. Iska question tha, and somebody was trying to speak. 1 minute. Anshika.
Sir, A.V. Sundaram says, so at the time of Prashna, when you cast Prashna, 12th house and 12th lord should be unafflicted so that the remedies will work. If the 12th house and 12th lord are afflicted, the remedies given by the the remedies given by Daivagna will not work.
The reason is, okay, 12th house, okay. I still remember you when we had introduced A.V. Sundaram in Bombay, you had come down, right?
Yes, yes, sir. Yes. I was there.
Yes, 2012 or 2015?
13.
10 साल हो गए, sorry.
10 साल हो गए.
Anyway, why the 12th house? Okay, write this rule down before I forget. In a Prashna, the 12th house, any Prashna you cast, the 12th house shows the condition of the jyotish who's casting the Prashna. 1. The 11th house shows the messenger who has brought the Prashna. Yes. In olden days, messenger would bring the Prashna.
Dhuta Prashna.
Okay. Coming to 12th house is your previous life. 9th house is past life. 12th house is past life. Okay. 9th house, it has been written in 2-3 classics, it is past life. Okay. I always believe as much as possible in shlokas. 12th house is your previous life. From there you move to the next life, which is the lagna. Logical also.
The
Correct.
9th house is the general past life. 12th house is the exact past life karmas for that has been allocated for this life.
Okay. So it is like a
Immediate, sorry, immediate past life. Immediate past life.
immediate is immediate this now, and it is like all is 9th house, complete. So the 12th affliction, if it has, write these rules down, if it has affliction of Sashtesh or Mars, okay, then in the natal chart, I'm saying, same rule you have to apply Prashna.
Sir,
Then-
can you please repeat it, sir?
Yeah, so please repeat it once.
12th house is afflicted, it is bad. Second stage, higher stage, if Sashtesh is afflicting 12th house or 12th lord, then it is more bad. Mars is afflicting 12th house, 12th lord, more bad. If both Sashtesh and Mars is afflicting, more bad. Apart from that, if a debilitated graha is afflicting, more bad. Remedies. I am the live example for this. You all know my horoscope. All these combinations are there in my horoscope. I have done remedies like anything. Just does not stop. God stop business, God stop this, God stop that. Does not stop.
Almost same.
And the novice rule is very important. Very important. Can we have a break, ladies and gentlemen?
Yeah, sure, sir.
Sure, sir. समझ में आ रहा है?
Yes, sir. Everything nicely.
Do you feel your knowledge level has improved a little bit?
Yes, sir, a lot.
Vastly.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Sir, definitely.
Huh?
Okay, sir.
अरे क्या हुआ?
Sir, how many minutes break?
5 to 10 minutes.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, sure, sir. You must eat something.
Eating need no coffee time.
Okay, sir. Whatever pleases you.
Smoking time. So for me, not for you all. Chalo.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
See, one of my regular students, Dinesh, I was thinking that why he's not attending the course. Otherwise, he always, as soon as I start a lecture, he always calls up asking for the link. I just crossed a Prashna. You can see the Prashna timing. 15:20. Okay. And see the nimitta or see the response. Okay. Where is Chandra? It is in 9th house with the 9th lord. Okay. Ninth house is gods, 9th house is temples, 9th house is pilgrimage. Done? Agreed? Everybody with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You know what he replied? Oh, it's not reply. No, I didn't ask him. Okay. He has already written at 3:11. I just cast the Prashna, but he's already written at 3:11. Okay. That he is at Shirdi. You see Chandra in the 9th house with the 9th lord. And the other lord is Rahu. Done? Agreed, everybody? Co-lord is Rahu in Jupiterian sign. Shirdi Sai Baba, okay, was a Hindu or Muslim is a debate among people. Whenever you have Jupiter Rahu combinations in your horoscope, wherever it is placed, Jupiter Rahu together or dispositor, this, that. Okay, Rahu is the dispositor of Jupiter, or Jupiter is the dispositor of this thing. Okay, or in Navmansh it is happening. Okay, then you will tend to go towards a yogi or somebody from different faith as a teacher, as a guru. Are you all getting it? Let's come to house in the Prashna. We talked about 5th house for remedies, 9th house, okay, in the Prashna. 9th house is God. 5th house is the packaging website order, online shopping. 5th house is the packaging that you're doing, correctly wrapped it, correct product. Okay, that means the remedy, was it done correctly? Where to be delivered 5th from 5th? That is a Bhava moment. Correct? Everyone with me?
Yes, sir.
Needs to be delivered where? To God. 9th house. Done?
Yes.
Now, whether God was sleeping or God is still angry, did the God receive it? 9th house. So, in the Prashna, 9th house, if you are asking, see, there are more sub rules. I'm just giving you simple ones. I hope you all understand. After that, in join class or you learn from somewhere some other rule, there are always more rules. Like for childlessness, one Rishi has given 10 rules, another Rishi has given 10, another 20, another 30. So you have to combine everything. You can't blame the first Rishi. Okay, you only said 10. Okay. So if the 9th house is afflicted, this, that, etc., then it has not been received. You getting it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Write this rule down. If you cast Prashna, Jupiter is in lagna, very good. The more it is towards the lagna degree, the more God will receive and you will get blessings. You will not get this rule anywhere. I hope you all appreciate it.
Definitely, sir.
Jupiter is Karaka of 9th house, Karaka of gods. Prashna Marga says if Jupiter is benevolent, if all the gods are benevolent. That means when you are doing puja, okay, Jupiter needs to be well placed. Don't go and blame the astrologer. He gave me remedy, it didn't work. When did you do the remedy? One person did remedy, Moon, Saturn. I still remember that chart. Okay. In one of the videos, we had given a remedy, very simple remedy of Nalin Desai, the blind astrologers, this thing. 5 coconut for Rahu. 5 coconut tying it in a thread. The old
Pitrudosh.
old people present here of lovers of Saptarishis astrology.
Yes, sir.
Flowing it on Wednesday.
Sir, yes, sir. Desai sir told. Nalin Desai, sir. It is to be flown in water.
Put in water, tie it in thread and put in water. Okay.
Yes.
This thing. He did, one person, he was from one Gaon. Okay. He did that remedy. And his mother got out of the bed and fell down. I don't remember. I think it was somebody like pushed or something like that and fell down. Uska leg fracture, leg got fractured. Okay. and he had to take her to some other city and spend ₹1 lakh or something like that. He wrote to me. He was not angry. He said, "Sir, this thing. I'm just giving you feedback." I said, "I'm very sorry. If I had the money, I would have paid you that 1 lakh. I can't take away the this thing." But I said, "See, this old astrologer Nalin Bhai, he doesn't charge money for anything. He's very well off and a very honest and simple guy, non-egotistical, etc."
True, sir.
Oh, and a very good human, although he would appear a bit strict, but very good human. I said, "Just for my sake, can you tell me what time you did the remedy and what time the incident happened?" He said, 6 o'clock I did the remedy and 6:15 my mother fell down. I cast the chart of that moment in the sense of that Muhurta. Moon Saturn thing was the basic tenets of Muhurta Shastra is 8th house should be vacant. 8th house should be vacant. That's the first fundamental rule of Muhurta. You understanding, guys?
Yes, sir.
We are doing wrong remedy. Sorry, we are doing right remedy. Okay.
Wrong time.
Tell me something. If this was not a remedy, and from your hand 5 coconuts fell down in the water, you had gone for shopping, grocery shopping, while walking through the river, bridge, okay, the bag fell down. It would actually become the remedy. Am I right or wrong?
Thank you.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
हम लोग Thursday, Friday को लेते हैं हम लोग. If you are tired, okay, let me know. Are you all tired?
No,
sir.
no, no, sir.
No, sir.
So it actually became a remedy. And what is this remedy? We are not doing a mantra. If we're doing a mantra, it can be wrongly chanted, We're not. It's just putting water, coconut in water. Simple. And this is what happened to that poor guy. We will blame the astrologer. We need to have Purva Punya. I keep on telling people, keep on helping people, keep on helping people, keep on helping people. We need to have good Purva Punya, okay, for remedies to work. Is 11th house good house or bad house?
Good house.
Good house, sir.
Again, sir.
7th house called house.
11th lord will be helping situation. Planets are benefit, I think.
6 from 6.
Shaili Tripathi is saying, "Sir, someone did this coconut remedy and he got relief." That's nice. Now, why is 11th? What is the meaning of hara? Anybody? Can anybody type Sanskrit meaning of the word hara?
Shiva. Shiva.
Sir, we should.
It's me, Shiva.
Shiva, Mahadev.
Hara is Shiva.
Going on the wrong track. I can understand, I can see it easily. You all have not read old
Takes
books.
away.
It is negative also.
Borrow. Yes.
Right, Arnab? Okay.
That is why Shiva, sir.
Now, what you all need to read old articles, old books. Stop throwing your life and stop ruining your career on Facebook, YouTube, social media, Instagram, and all that. अगर आप लोगों को मालूम नहीं है, how many great people like Santanam and so many others have written about 11th house. What I remember Santanam writing and R. Lakshmanan writing. The great man R. Lakshmanan. His book I'm not getting. I used to have it. Somebody stole it. Seems. So 11th house can be positive, can be negative. 3rd house is 11th from 5th and 7th of Maraka from 9th. Whenever a house is Maraka, think about it. आप लोग को डायग्राम वाइज चाहिए तो मैं डायग्राम, you all are visually young ones, we require. One second, I'll show you. Now can you all see full screen?
Yes.
Blank chart दिख रहा है?
Mistake.
It's getting changed. Yeah, blank chat. Yeah,
Yes,
blank.
sir.
What do you want in life? Apart from money, Catherine or Akshay Kumar, we want God, right?
Yes, sir.
True.
इसको मारेगा कौन? Who will be his death? Ninth house blessing of gods. Who will be
8th house.
But 12 from 9.
from ninth? Third
house, sir.
right? These two houses, house and third house, correct? Done? We never thought about it from this angle, right? Which are the Marak houses of God? Did we ever think? What does God like? How do we kill God's blessings? Death of God. 10th house of your karma. If your karma or your father's money or Pitri's money is dirty, this problem can arise. Third house, if your parakram, if your efforts, if your actions, if your communications, how you communicate with people, gali dete ho, ye karte ho, wo karte ho, you bitch, you gossip, you're screwing your blessings. Throughout the day, you can do mantra puja, 5th house, so that you get 9th house. And these two actions finish you. You all do wrong things, including me. I know smoking is bad, but I finish more than 3-4 packets a day. We all know this, right? We all know oily food is bad, but we love our bhajiyas. We love our samosas. But now be serious in life, at least for 9th house. Are you understanding now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Forget the hara concept. वो थोड़ा ऊपर से निकल गया. Forget the hara concept. संजय रथ का एक beautiful article on that. Okay. Anyway, Marak, the death of God's blessings. How much 9,000 temples? How many temples you go will be destroyed by your bad actions and by your third house new actions, and by your gossip. Understood, everybody?
Yes, sir.
So when we want this 9th house, okay, in a Prashna, if these two houses, 10 and 3, I'm giving you additional rule now. Everybody note it down. In Prashna, if these two houses are afflicted, then problemo. Third house is action. Third house is writing. Suppose you have a manuscript. You are supposed to translate that. You're not doing it. Third house. You have Shiv Suktam. You have Bhrigunadi. You have whatever. Are you getting now what I'm trying to say, ladies and gentlemen?
Yes, sir.
Think ये सब में एक टाइम में finish कर रहा हूँ. You have to sit and meditate. एक घंटा, आधा घंटा. Third house is your subconscious mind. Right? So that needs to be clean. That needs to be clean. I hope you will. Oh, these pointers now I want to email me. Let me see who's making the best notes. My email ID, write it down. Sunil Saptarishis 1008@gmail.com. I want a systematic email, good word file, okay, proper system. The more you're clear here, the more your life will be clear. So now we have finished in natal chart, same rules in Prashna. In chapter 1 of Prashna Marg, let me show you that shloka 1 second. Very important. क्या है यार useless? Very first chapter, shloka number 45. And at two places, the author from 16th century has written this. The Prashna chart should be read just as the horoscope is examined with reference to its relative merits and demerits. In South, they take Arudha. There are many ways to find the Arudha. But in South, there are astrologers who take whatever lagna was cast as the lagna and read to that's exactly the same chart. Next shloka 47. Same thing he says. Then B.V. Raman writes commentaries and clearly points out that there will be some subtle difference. But unless otherwise implied, all events revealed in a horoscope can also be read from a Prashna chart. Are you getting now, everybody?
Yes, sir.
When I was growing up in astrology, I'm at the fag end of my life. When I was growing up in cameras on, everybody, I think सब लोग ने मस्त खाना खाया है यार, तुम लोग जला रहे हो मेरे यार. My Hindi is Bombaya Hindi. A bit ganda baat. Camera. When I was growing up, very senior person and many others, they told me that Prashna, separate rules. Tajik Prashna, which is of the Persian, this thing, yes, you have the Isthala yoga, this yoga, that yoga, those are separate. The great Prashna Marg. And Prashna Marg derives his knowledge from Krishniyam and Prashna Paddhati, which are works before it. And he writes, the astrologer who has mastered Krishniyam, Prashna Paddhati and Brihad Jatak, if I remember, the first chapter, will never be defeated in the court of a king. Importance is given to this books. So you're understanding, there are some shlokas which are very, very specific to this thing. Now, very important is actually this should be a paid class, but you must learn. If you're talking about South, this thing. When I was growing up, I could not understand. I bought Prashna Marg, I read it, 5 pages. I said, boss, this is like Japanese food. I can't digest it. Are you getting it, everybody? I had one golden rule. I'll now share the secret of how I studied. When you go to an astrologer, always ask him how he learned the Shastra. My upbringing was in martial arts, karate, kung fu. I was crazy. I ran away from home because I wanted to travel to Japan and learn karate. Rather, kung fu. Actually ran away with my bag. Then my sensei, who was in Cherny Road, okay, he made me go back home. In kung fu, when you see a martial artist, the way he's practicing, the way he's learning a particular move is most important. When I was growing up, I could not understand books. I just had a software. Jagannath Hora, my favorite software, and still remains my favorite, although many things I can't use in it. What I used to do, I used to create a horoscope, Jawaharlal Nehru, Indira Gandhi. See, this event happened on so and so date. Then I would keep on clicking, seeing various dashas, various this, etc. and think why it happened. Charadasha, that K.N. Rao propounded, okay, his own calculations in different charadasha. One of the finest dashas you can ever master if you want to be a great predictor. If you haven't read his book, please read both his books. Okay. Charadasha, for 1 or 2 years, every chart I would see Charadasha. I will try to keep the logic. Suppose, no, we will deviate. Suppose Pisces Charadasha is running. Pisces is in the 5th house. Divya Jain Charadasha. Very famous K.N. Rao. Everybody knows his book. Legendary book it is. Legendary. Pisces is running. Karka Lagna. Pisces will be 9th house. So you just predict 9th house matters are happening right now or not. Are you all understanding? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
It's not as simple as propound. Okay. Means there are hundreds of rules. There are a lot of rules, etc. in this. Okay. Okay. You want me to teach you Charadasha in 1 second?
Yes, sir.
That would be wonderful, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, please.
Is the Charak Karakas. Rao Sahib uses 7, others use 8. Okay. Lot of debate in that. Don't go into that. Different commentaries, their time, 16th century, 17th century are given everything. Okay. So, how you can change that is here. Charadasha option. इधर दिख रहा है आपको कमेंट्री?
Sir, it is written dasas.
ये दिख रहा है आपको?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. सिंपल रखो, इसको इतना ही सिंपल रखो. ओके. ये देखेगा आत्मकारका, ज्ञातिकारका, ज्ञातिकारका इज डिसीज एक्सेट्रा एंड ऑल दैट. वो अभी फिलहाल उसको सब ये मत करो. मैं आपको बताता हूँ जो मैंने किया. 1 या 2 साल बाद मैंने किताब खरीदा. ओके. इधर दशास में जाओ, गो टू दशास. ओके. सेलेक्ट K.N. Rao's dasha. How can I change the color? My mouse has become bad. I've ordered a new mouse. Anyway. Now, you see the dasha. This is the Virgo Mahadasha. Do you see here? Upar. Fir niche Pisces. Antardasha. Got it? Everyone?
Yes,
With me?
Yes. Yes, sir.
तो Pisces अंतरदशा का लॉर्ड क्या है? ओके, पहला तो देखो वर्गो अंतरदशा. Virgo. You have debilitated Venus over there. Okay. Okay. Antardasha क्या 2023 से 2024 Pisces. Okay, Pisces किधर गया?
9th house.
9th house.
अभी क्या चालू है?
अभी है 2024 और नीचे Capricorn, Sagittarius. 24, 1, 2, 22, 24. Okay.
Capricorn.
No, Sagittarius.
Sagittarius, yes, sir.
Sagittarius.
Sagittarius.
आग बंद करके बोलो, छठा घर का रिजल्ट मिलेगा आपको। अभी 24 जनवरी से 20 फरवरी। समझ गए?
जी सर।
Yes, sir.
या पाइसिस आपने लिया, मोटा अंतरदशा, अंतरदशा पे मत जाओ, पहला अंतरदशा करो। फर्स्ट डू अंतरदशा। व्हाट इज अंतरदशा? Okay, let me